Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets burst
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I'm your host, Tony Love, and we are about to get started today. Man, you'll never guess who I spoke to today. I spoke to Hard Right, better known as Mike, so yeah, man, we had a nice conversation. We got some things that's going to be happening in the Discord and things, so yeah, I'm very excited. Let me get my cameras up. Where my cameras? Where my cameras at? Hold on for a minute. Where my cameras at? And I thank you guys for coming into the room and things. So let me go ahead on and get started. We got a lot to talk about. Let me get my cameras up. Cameras. Okay, let me see here. Yeah. All right. I'm going to stay on the vertical for the most part of it because the horizontal, you know how that go, man. It's just one of those type of things, not enough viewers. I got some viewers, but not enough, not enough. But I love you guys over there on the horizontal, but, it is what it is. All right, so let me go ahead and do this here. Let me go ahead and put that down there. Where's my camera? There is my camera. Come on, camera. There we go. All right. See that big, beautiful flag, ladies and gentlemen? More, we're going to be talking about Melania, you know what I'm saying? That's how Trump said, Melania, China. So yeah, we're going to go and talk about it. We are going to talk about it, man. We got to talk about the update to Jake Lane. What else is that we have to talk about besides that? There's quite a few things, though, too, Boy, I tell you, man, we are getting better and better and better in America. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. Yep, beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to talk about Jake Lane for a minute. So you guys know who Jake Lane is. Let me give you a little background on him. He participated in the January 6th Capitol. We don't call it an attack, but you know how they got it worded. It was an attack, all right, but it wasn't us. Undercover FBI agents, though, and things. But he served about 4 years in prison on an assault and related charges before President Trump pardoned him and many others, right, on January 6th, all right? So there it is. Since his release, he has built a following through the provocative street activists focused on anti-Islam, pro-ICE, anti-immigration, and the crusade-style messaging. So recently, you guys know, or may not know, Dearborn, Michigan, which most recently major events happened on August the 18th, 2026. Lane held an anti-Muslim protest and addressed the Dearborn City Council, right? Sorry about that. Something in my teeth. Just finished eating. So here it is. So he held a anti-Muslim protest and addressed the Dearborn City Council. He framed it as part of a Christian crusade. Hundreds gathered, right? And more to come. There were counter protests, shoving matches, and 22 arrests, mostly misdemeanors, like disorderly conduct, right? Local officials said the city won by showing resistance and keeping the situation under control. This was at least his third visit to Dearborn. Earlier in August, he clashed during a religious protest in Dearborn, resulting in arrests, including one involving an Iraqi national later targeted by ICE. Yeah, they already got him. Told y'all that yesterday. They already picked him up. He's being held in the Northern ICE detention center, for what he has done. They're going to send him back to Iraq where he belongs, right? So therefore, he doesn't cause any more trouble. All right, so here it is. So just wanted to bring that up real quick. How's everybody doing, man? We about to get started in the show and stuff. And I thank you. If you're new here, please smash that like button, and also hit the subscribe button. And I would like to see it, but you know how that go. Hopefully they have some updates to it. What else is going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Well, we're going to see a video here in regards to Trump and Melania. I just like saying it like that, So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Tony Love here, some random guy. Appreciate you jumping on the live stream today. We got real positive news coming out of the White House, and I want to break it down with you, right, in real time. The First Lady, Melania Trump, just made a major announcement, right, with the IndyCar and FOX Corporation to expand her Fostering the Future initiative. This is the kind of story that doesn't always get coverage it deserves. So let's talk about it. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, hold on for a minute. I said I'm going to address some people in the room. Give me one moment. I'm going to address some people. But before I do that, I got to go ahead and put up that Discord, you know. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to have a new home away from YouTube, but I'm going to still be on YouTube. I'm going to be on Rumble. But, yeah, let me go ahead and pull that up, you know. Hold on for one moment. What the heck is this? All right, let me go ahead and close this down. All right. Okay, hold on for a minute. There it is. This is from Hard Right. And we thought it would be a good idea. I'm going to start actually posting it or spamming it or whatever. So this is the Discord address where we can actually go and talk and chat outside of YouTube and things. Deontay is over there. You know, we also have, Graham from Euro and the Traveler, you know, some of you guys know him. Time is over there, you know. Hard Right, better known as Michael, is over there. So we're going to have a lot of them over there on the Discord, you know. So there it is. I just put up the link there. So therefore you can follow us though, you know, and then there's going to be a lot of other people, you know, some of your favorite, you already know the Mod Squad. Angela, Child of God, is over there. Dakota is over there. We got quite a few people over there. So don't be left out. You may want to hang out over there on the Discord. You know, we got Salty Avenger. Coconuts Are Real. Hold on for a minute. Who else is in it? We got Paula, you know, nice to see you again, and things coming on. Where's my thing at? I got to do thing for the ladies. Y'all know how that is. All right. And then for the fellas and stuff, you know how that go. Hold on for a minute. Who else is in here? Who else is in the room, you know? Oh, yeah, there she is. Angela, the Child of God. That sounds right, though, when you say Angela, the Child of God. You know, it sounds right. All Angelica, Angelico or Angelic, you know. Here he is. Let me see here. Coconuts Are Real, you know. Look at those flags there. Let me move this up a little bit. Look at those flags. It's got the salute, you know what I'm saying? Yep, look at that from Coconuts Are Real. Black Guy 9, you know, he's over here. Good luck with that, Joe Mama. I have it out with them soon enough. Joe Mama is in the house. Not Joe Mama, the legendary Joe Mama. Let me see. Joe Mama in here? Where Joe Mama at? He in here? Did I miss something? Joe Mama, is you in here? He's always watching. I got to get that, you know, set up. Crimson and Wine is in the house, boy. A salute, you know. Well, we got some real MAGA patriots in here, man. That is what's up. Good to see you again, Crimson. That's what I'm talking about. You got a good name there. Boy, I tell you, man. But we got a gold coin by Angela, the Child of God. Boy, ain't that something? Where's my sound effect at, though, you know? Boy, we got a lot to talk about. Oops, I got to do that again. There we go. The money. There we go. Now that's better, you know? First, it wasn't no money sound. How are you, Crimson? It's good to see you. I got to get my special. There you go. Yep, there we go. We got Dakota back in the house, you know. That's what's up, though. So, you guys, that's that Discord link and stuff. So, this is where I'm going to be hanging out for real, you know. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, so I think we're talking about that. What else are we going to, it's a lot of things that are going down. Let me say, doing good. What about you? I'm doing well myself, Crimson. I'm doing well, you know. Yeah, we've been having a great time in this room. And don't forget to hit that Discord, you know, and things. So, yeah, because that's another place where we'll be hanging out. Oh, we got Red Hood Beyond. He said, hey, Tony, what's up? That's right. The Mod Squad is in the house. Don't give a shout out to Red Hood as well, too. Dakota said, what's up, Red Hood? Oh, yeah, it's all good. Coconuts are real. Black Guy 9, you know. Boy, I tell you, Angela, Child of God, all signing in. All, look at it. It's got Salty Avenger up in here, giving a great support. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like the cat. You know, I'm a cat lover, too, you know. I mean, I'm an animal lover in general, but I do love cats. I do. I love dogs, too. I do. Let me see here. Let me see. I just want to make sure I don't lose my place in space. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about it. Melania, we're going to be dealing with that and stuff. Boy, it's a beautiful thing though. But let's go ahead and deal with it. Talk about it. Not deal with it, but talk about it. I'm trying to think, was there something else breaking? But yeah, this is a big story here. And if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and pull it on up here though too. Yep, for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Trump always make the headlines, man. Hold on for a minute. Let me go ahead and pull up Trump. In fact, let me go to the White House, though. There it is. I got it set up right here. Look at that. Let me go ahead on and take this down for a minute. All right. So let me see here. We got that. All right. We're going to go ahead and put up the screen here. Oops. There we go. Yep, we got the screen up. There it is. Boy, look at this here, boy. We about to play it right here. Now, this is the First Lady Melania Trump joins IndyCar and FOX Corporation to expand fostering the future. This is her, I guess, a nonprofit organization. We're going to find out. Whoops. Let me see. It's going to hit that. There we go. All right. This is coming from the White House itself. The president, ladies and gentlemen, of the United States.
The president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and First Lady Melania Trump.
Good afternoon. I heard you missed me. Here I am. Welcome to the White House. A warm welcome to our distinguished guests today, Mr. President, my father, Mr. Knaus, cabinet members, Mr. Penske, Mr. Bose, Mr. Shanks, the talented drivers, our universities, and the remarkable individuals who stand in support of my Fostering the Future initiative. The greatest achievement, investment America can make is not in technology, infrastructure, or capital markets. It's our children. We are at the beginning of an era defined by artificial intelligence, robotics, and industries that have yet to be imagined. But America's greatest competitive advantage remains in its own people. Tomorrow's leaders are sitting in classrooms today, including those growing up in foster care. Their capability is no less remarkable. Fostering the future elevates America's youth based on merit and talent, lifting them beyond economic circumstance and every other condition that may limit opportunity. Our mission is simple yet transformational. Provide every young person from the foster care community the chance to earn a college education, launch a meaningful career, and achieve lasting financial independence. Today, Indiana University and Purdue University join Fostering the Future's growing coast-to-coast alliance of leading academic institutions. Congratulations and thank you. Together, They expand a national network of 26 universities that prepare our foster youth to shape America's growth. I'm very proud to share that this last spring, Fostering the Future Scholarship supported the education of our first doctor. He will change the lives of so many people. Tomorrow, thanks to visionary partners such as IndyCar and FOX, Fostering the Future graduates will build new companies, launch new industries, and redefine what is possible for all Americans. Fostering the Future is more than an educational initiative. It is generational investment in America's talent pipeline. Every student who graduates strengthens our workforce, accelerates innovation, expands economic opportunity, and reduces long-term dependence on government assistance. The return of this investment is measured not only in lives changed for the better, but in stronger communities, a more competitive nation, and a future powered by American ingenuity. Education is the one asset that can never be taken away. It is the foundation upon which confidence is built, opportunities created, and the future is invented. And finally, look at this incredible race car, gorgeous and powerful. I'm sure we cannot wait to see it start its engine. Good luck to all of the drivers and teams on Sunday's race. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce a true champion, the chairman of Penske Entertainment and owner of IndyCar, Mr. Roger Penske.
Well, welcome, everyone. What an honor to be here today to represent many of you and the companies you represent, to support the First Lady's program, Fostering the Future. When you think about what the First Lady is committed to in her leadership, her commitment, and also to drive education amongst our younger generation. But you send a powerful message about our country that we are committed to education and fostering the next generation. Our company and Fox have the same core values, and that's giving back. We're so excited today to be part of launching this commitment to fostering the future. Thinking about the young people that are here today, they're going to be the benefactors, have an education, build a career, and I might say many of them might be the leaders of our country and our business. When I think about the future and I think about what we have today, we will have this weekend an amazing, iconic 250-mile Freedom Grand Prix. And it will cap off 250 years anniversary of our country. And with a powerful message that the First Lady has given us, millions of people around the world will see this history being made. And what about the thousands of people who will come here on their own to see the event and be part of that as we go forward? We're very excited. I can tell you, Mr. President and Madam First Lady, we are very excited to be part of this. Your commitment, the country's commitment, for youth and education is certainly our rising star. Thank you very much. At this point, I'd like to introduce Doug Bose, who is the president of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Doug?
Well, good afternoon. Mr. President, First Lady, thank you so much for hosting us here in this beautiful rose garden. It's really an honor to be here, to be with you, especially to talk about fostering the future. Thank you, Roger. You know, it's an honor to be here representing IndyCar. It's America's original racing series. In fact, our first national points-paying race was in June of 1905 here on the East Coast in Bronx, New York. So this is America's sport, and to be able to race the Freedom 250 in our nation's capital is outstanding. But Roger, you've championed our sport for so long, not just IndyCar racing, but the sport in general. But what you have brought to IndyCar since you've come is unbelievable, and we would not be here today getting ready to race in our nation's capital, around Washington, D.C., around the National Mall without your passion. You know, if we today had to write the history of motorsport, you could not do it without a volume specifically about Roger Penske, starting with your passion, your commitment, your leadership, and certainly your success. Thank you so much for all you've done for our sport. As Roger mentioned, IndyCar is honored to stand here with the First Lady to take part in fostering the future alongside our friends at Fox. Like most, I'd only a small understanding of fostering. In fact, it was only the basics like food, shelter, and stability. Those were the things that I thought about when I thought about fostering children. What I've learned along the way and understanding what fostering the future does, there are so many challenges that our foster kids face, especially at 18 when they become emancipated and are left without the infrastructure or the resources to immediately move into adulthood. In fact, I met one earlier today, Jaden Martinez, who's the son of Texas, who's one of those young men who we know out here. Thank you, Jaden, for being here and being a voice for fostering the future. Fostering the future, like an IndyCar pit crew, provides tools, support, and resources along the entire path of foster care, and especially when foster children age out of the foster care system. Funding higher level education is one of the biggest challenges, and as the First Lady said, education and investing in our youth is so important. This partnership with Fostering the Future will open doors for our youth and honor two great educational institutions in our home state, Indiana University and Purdue University, by providing scholarships to allow these young adults to continue their education at these world-class institutions. You know, IndyCar is a sport that requires talent and leadership to succeed. And education at Indiana University and Purdue University, through the scholarships from Fostering the Future like this, will help harvest those qualities in the next generation. In just a few short days, with the unyielding support of our president.
I got to say hello back. We got someone from Michigan as well. Food Chef 6. That's what's up, man. Welcome to the chat. Boy, let's go ahead. That's somebody else from Michigan, in the mitten. I'm in the mitten. You got a few people in the mitten. How you doing, though, fellow Michigander? Yeah, that's what's up. Let me go ahead and play this again. That's all right.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. IndyCar will blaze an unprecedented path on the streets of our nation's capital. The stars of the fastest.
Yeah, that's right. You got Coconuts Are Real. He's from Grayling. Yeah, that is what's up. I mean, where's my applause at again? There we go.
Racing on Earth will reach speeds in excess of 180 miles an hour as they make their way past the U.S. Capitol building, the Washington Monument, and around the National Mall. They'll put on a massive and very fast spectacle.
Paul, are you from Michigan too originally? I didn't know that. Boy, we got a lot of Michiganders. Yep, a lot of Michiganders, man. That is what's up. All right. Got a lot of Michiganders.
To celebrate our country's 250th birthday. But before they strap in the cockpit and before they put those visors down, we have a few of them here today, and they've come bearing a special gift for the First Lady. I'd like to welcome those drivers right now, and if they could come up and join us by the left front of this beautiful IndyCar. 6-time IndyCar Series champion and 2008 Indianapolis 500 winner and the second winningest driver in the history of IndyCar racing, ladies and gentlemen, Scott Dixon. Next, an 8-time IndyCar Series winner and the winner of the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500, the 2016 race, whose wife just became an American citizen this past May at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Rossi. Second-generation American driver and IndyCar Series race winner Graham Rahal. And finally,
yeah, I appreciate that. Coconuts are real, though. You drug her in here, drug Paula in here, you know. All we got to do is get, Tanya Zimmer, as a few others. Still looking for Texas Jane. Boy, Texas Jane in her 6 shooters. Looking for you, Texas Jane.
7-time IndyCar Series race winner Scott McLaughlin. And
okay.
An important note about Scott McLaughlin. In April of 2025, this New Zealander became an American citizen. Scotty? And Scott, if the First Lady had come up, you have something special for the drivers to present to the First Lady.
I know it's been a while since I've seen Texas Jane.
And once again, on behalf of the IndyCar Series, Mr. President, First Lady, thank you so much for all your support in our event this weekend and for hosting us here.
Yeah, you know, Trump is a gentleman, too. He stands up even for his wife, you know. Remember when men used to stand up for women, you know? They used to stand up as they're sitting down, you know. Boy, I tell you, man.
Today. And with that, it's time to hear from the other half of this awesome partnership supporting Fostering the Future. He's Hoosier born, and he's one of the most talented leaders in sports and broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a welcome to Fox Sports President and Executive Producer, Eric Shanks.
Yeah, I just ignore it, though. Texas Jane is all right with me.
All right, so this is the finish line. Thank you, Doug, and good afternoon, everybody. It's a great time to be in the Rose Garden this afternoon. Standing here today as we talk about the crossroads of sports and opportunity and community, it fills me with great pride as a native of Indiana.
Let me just ask him for a minute. This guy going by, was it Epstein Island? Best Friends Club? You can't have a wife. You can't have a girlfriend and children thinking like this. Man, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it, you know. How big of a boy are you?
And an IU alum, thank you, Pam, where we are obligated to say that we are national champions on the football field as well as in the classroom. Now, through the work that we do every day at Fox Sports, we believe in investing in the future of America. Today, that commitment takes on an entirely new meaning. On behalf of Fox Corporation and our entire team at Fox Sports, we are extremely excited to partner with First Lady Melania Trump,
I know, right?
And her visionary Fostering the Future initiative. Fox is honored to provide scholarship funding at Indiana University and also Purdue University, alongside our partners at IndyCar, to ensure that foster youth have the tools and support to build bright futures. Mrs. Trump, thank you for your leadership in opening these critical doors. You are making a powerful impact for these kids. I also want to extend my thanks to our great partners at Penske and IndyCar, both Roger Penske and Doug Bose. Together, we aren't just creating pathways for these incredible students, we are also making history this weekend. Fox Sports
I know, go blue, right in my backyard.
Presents a landmark event this weekend with the Freedom 250 IndyCar Grand Prix right here in Washington, D.C., racing through the nation's capital to celebrate our 250th birthday. This is going to be a celebration of our great country unlike any other. So, President Trump.
Now, hold on for a minute, Anna. Now, hold on, Giovanni. Anna Giovanni. Now, there you go now. It was locker room talk. Hold on for a minute. It was locker room talk with what men had. He said a celebrity can almost get away with anything when you grab them by the, you know what. Now, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. By the BJJ. Come on now. That's what he said. If you're gonna do it, say it right. He said if you we're talking about the celebrity now, right? I know what he said. Nice try, you know? Yeah, Tony, I grew up in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Oh, okay. Well, you know, Dearborn Heights, for the most part, is Dearborn Heights. But you see a lot of Arab population in Dearborn Heights too, with a lot of businesses and stores and everything. And, you know, so it's different than what you grew up with. What year did you grow up in? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to be exact. Let me go ahead and put this in here.
And First Lady, thank you for allowing us to have a race in your backyard. It takes incredible partners to pull off an event of this scale while lifting up our next generation at the same time. Thank you all for being a part of this milestone moment. We're going to present the checks to both Indiana and Purdue, and following the check presentation, that's going to conclude
87.
our event for today. Thank you for coming.
Crestwood or Divine Child. I knew somebody that went to Divine Child, friend of mine. Her son went to St. Linus. By the way, St. Linus is closing down, though. They didn't really have enough school participation. It's sad, though, too. St. Linus is closing. Boy, I tell you, literally walked to kindergarten at 5. Oh, you must have been very close, because I know the high schools, Crestwood, a few other ones, you know. I guess there's something going on with their audio here, but they'll straighten it out. We got Pocket back in the house. Let me see here. Well, hold on for a minute. Oh, yeah, you went to Crestwood. Yeah, I know where Crestwood is. Yep, that's in Dearborn Heights. What about it? 24 gentlemen cheat on their wives after they given birth to your son. Pocket says, Trump, what's that? Rubies, do you want to actually lift people? All right, so that's pretty much over. Now we got to go ahead and pull up Trump. Hold on for a minute. So that was over with Melania. That's her actual, and it's going to get into it a little bit more too, and things, so that way you guys would know what's going on and stuff, you know. So I think it's a pretty good charity thing though, with the foster home thing and all that type of stuff. So let's go ahead and do it here. Let's do it. All right, nope, that's the breaking news story. Hit the wrong one. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to put that up. Let's do it. All right. You know who that is, Arnold. Get down. Get down in the chopper. Get down. Get down. You know. Oh, my goodness. All right. Whoops, wrong one. Yep, get down in the chopper. You got to get down. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's the right one. All right, guys, give me one moment here while I pull up Trump. You know what I'm saying? Before I pull up Trump, let me do this here, though, too. We're going to go ahead on and remove, just for a minute. We're going to remove that one, though. There we go. Got to have a uniform, you know? All right, so here it is right here. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're new here, please hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. What's up, everybody? Once again, back to the channel. Tony Love here, some random guy speaks, right? Appreciate you jumping on the live today, right? We've got some real positive news coming out of the White House. You guys just seen it. And I want to break it down, right, for in real time. First Lady Melania Trump just made a major announcement with the IndyCar and FOX Corporation to expand her Fostering the Future initiative. This is the kind of story that doesn't always get to coverage. It deserves it, right? So let's talk about it. Yesterday, the Rose Garden, which is today, First Lady Melania Trump stood with President Trump, IndyCar leadership, Fox Sports, university president, right? Race car driver, right? And young people who have been through the foster care system. You know, it sucks. You know, that's what I always hear, you know. But she announced a $2 million scholarship fund, $1 million from the IndyCar, $1 million from Fox Corporation. That's the money. Well, that's money is going right or straight to scholarships at Indiana University, you know, and Purdue, right, University, for young people transitioning out of foster care. This is a beautiful thing right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's beautiful, right? So we're talking about when kids turn 18 and when they transition out of the foster care home. Is it 18 or 21? One of the two, right? I think it's 21. But at any event, when they transition out, they're going to have a scholarship waiting for them. Boy, I tell you, man, this is what winning looks like once again, ladies and gentlemen, coming from our president that we all know and love, and that's Donald John Trump, man, president of the United States of America, boy. This is what winning looks like. And no matter how much the haters try to hate, you got the Trump account where children that was born last year of 2025, 2026 and on, they're going to have $1,000 trust funds. It's sitting there for them, right? And the parents can pay into it, and the other corporations are paying into it. It's just starting at $1,000, but it's going to go up. It's going to get better than $1,000 by the time they're 18. Oh my goodness, man! But this is what winning is like. What have the Dems did? What has the pedocrats did? Absolutely nothing. But rob this country blind, stealing our taxpayers, right? Over here, lining themselves with the enemies of America. We already got the one with the big ear galoot that got war crimes coming up against him, and crooked Hillary too. Boy, I tell you, man. So this brings her fostering to the Future Network up to 26 universities across the country. The goal is simple and powerful. Give these kids a real shot at a college education, a career, a financial independence, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is. Melania put it plainly. She said the great achievement in America can make isn't in technology or market, it's our children, man. Ain't that a beautiful thing? This is coming from Melania Trump. She also said the mission is straightforward. Every young person coming out of the foster care, right? Oh, man, should have the chance to earn a degree, launch a career, and build a lasting dependence. Boy, ain't that something? Boy, independence, I'm sorry. This is not talk. National numbers show only a tiny % of the former foster youth finish a 4-year degree program like this, and designed to change that by focusing on merit, talent, and real opportunity, man. This is the thing. Not making them victims, not taking advantage of them in the system, but where the children can grow. They can inspire, they can be somebody, right? Remember what Jesse Jackson used to say, I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. That's a little bit before some of you guys, you know what I'm saying? But here it is. This announcement is timed with something bigger. The weekend is Freedom 250, right? Grand Prix in Washington, D.C. We're talking about the IndyCar racing through the streets of the national capital to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Boy, I tell y'all, Fox is broadcasting it. Boy, good old Fox, right? The partnership message is going to be visible all weekend. Education and opportunity, meeting American, right? American sport, motorsports, and national celebration. That's a strong combination. Look, this is the kind of work that actually helps people, private sector, sports, universities, and the First Lady's initiative all pulling on the same direction, right? For kids who need a hand up. Not a hand out, but a hand up. And if the pedocrats could understand that, it's not a hand out, it's a hand up. Everybody need a hand up and a leg up, you know what I'm saying? Drop a comment down and let me know what you think. Do you like seeing more of this type of public or private partnership focusing on real outcomes? Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Here in this chat, we would appreciate positive encouragement, and also hit the subscribe button. Boy, ain't that something, man. That's a beautiful thing. So fostering the future is First Lady Melania Trump's initiative that she launched back in 2021 as a part of her Be Best platform, right? Focused on improving outcomes for the youth and our age out of the U.S. foster care system. It emphasized on education, housing stability, financial independence, not dependence like the pedocrats like to do, and reducing the long-standing barriers that scholarships, policies, changes, and public-private partnership and new tools. Yep. If the pedocrats can understand that, boy, things will be a lot better, man. That's what it is. It's about independence. It's about a hand up, not a hand out. Boy, I tell you, man, ain't that something? It's a beautiful thing, right? So the national statistics from the National Foster Youth Institute and related sources highlighted the severe gaps. Only about 50% of the foster children finish high school. Wow. Roughly 3% of the former foster care youth obtain a college degree, far below the general population rate of 49%. And about 20 to 25% experience homelessness after aging out, which is so sad, right? Only 1 to 2 have a gainful employment by age of 24, right? Boy, I tell you though, look at this. More than 20,000 youth age out of the care each year. Roughly about 15,000 exit without a permanent family placement in the annual and recent data, man. This is so sad, man. And this is why the initiative frames it as a solvable through targeted opportunities rather than expanded dependencies. It's something that the pedocrats just do not understand, right? Boy, I tell you, ain't this something, boy? But right here, we have, let me just read this here, because major components and measure impacts. As of mid to late 2026, University Scholarship Network grew from a smaller set of partners to 26 college and universities. Nationwide, after the August 20th, 2026, 2 million IndyCar plus Fox partnership scholarship, they both donated $1 million each at the university and Purdue University, participating in schools including University of Texas, Ohio State, University of Georgia, University of Florida. Is that the one, them Gators? How about them Gators? I had to throw that in there. University of Alabama, LSU, right? Vanderbilt, University of Virginia, right? University of Wisconsin, those Badgers, right? University of Miami, right? Arizona State, right? Oh, man, you're Arizona State, right? Look at that. Boy, is it at the one, the Sun Devils? Villanova, right? And Pepperdine and others, man. They're all participating in this thing. Isn't this a beautiful thing? Focus is often on technology related or career oriented, right? Education leading to entry level jobs and financial independence, not dependence like the pedocrats want them to do. I want to be a victim. As long as you vote for Democrat, we're going to keep you dependent forever. We're going to keep you being a slave forever, you know, so you can be in the system, right, and be in the ghetto and nobody ignores you and they just disrespect you and everything. This is what they plan to do with the pedocrats. But here on the right, everything is all right, boy. I'm all right. Nobody has to worry about me. I'm doing fine. Which I don't know about Kenny Loggins, man. What you know about that? You remember that one? Y'all remember that? Oh, man. Well, I tell you, man. But here it is, number 2. Housing support. Melania Trump foster youth to the Independence, FYI program. She originated earlier 2019 to rebrand it and expand it under the First Lady's leadership. Man, we got a beautiful First Lady, don't we? A real woman, you know. Shout out to Big Mike. I had to throw that in there. Since earlier 2025, supported more than 1,400 to 1,700 youth with the housing vouchers and roughly $23 million in funding. Secure $30 million in FY 2026 budget for continuing and expanded support. Operates through hundreds of public housing authorities in nearly all states. Provides vouchers for youth, for young adults under 25 who are in or recently left foster care, plus supportive services from education and career goals, right? Address the high homelessness and risk after aging out. Look at that. So it looked like they do age out at the age of 18. Yeah, not 21. Y'all might have put it in the chat too, but I'm over here looking at it right now. So this is what Melania has going on, right? This is what it is. Now we got to go ahead on and put this is coming straight from the White House, man. You know how I like to do, straight from the White House. Now let me go ahead on and pull up something else. There's some more stuff they hit. Let me see here. That's Melania celebrating. Okay, and let me see here. What else? We got to go pull up some more. Melania, we got to pull up some more here. Yeah. They say she's even beautiful in person, Look like I see Euro and Traveler is going live right now. That's what's up right there, man, Look like Time. Is that Time? Look like him over there, too. That's what's up. Shout out to Graham from, you said Euro and the Traveler. Shout out to Deontay, Rant Rave Speaks, too, man. I know we got to get together. We all, and by the way, guys, we're all going to get together. We're going to be like a foursome. We're going to be like 4 of us and stuff, I think Hard Right said he's going to be a part of it. But we're going to have a foursome, man. We're going to be all up there, man. Taking them on and taking them out. You know what I'm saying? There it is. So let me see here. I'm going to pull this up. Let me see here. What is going on? Let me go to live here. Let me see. I think Euro in the Traveler. What was this here? There's Trump right here at Myrtle Beach. All right. Let me go ahead and do it.
These guys are helping.
Hold on for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and take this down for a minute. And, we're going to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all all right? Are y'all all right? I'm all right. Nobody has to worry about me. Yeah, I know, right? I'm doing fine. Yeah, man. Kenny Loggins. They say, why this guy singing Kenny Loggins, right? Let me see here. Hold on for a minute. All right, we're going to put this up here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Where is my vertical? And I thought I was all organized. Apparently not. Here's the screen right here. But let me go ahead and move this out my way. That would actually help. Okay. That's the camera. I think this is it right here. Whoops. Yeah, we got that one. Okay, that's the horizontal one. And then let me do the vertical one, and then we're all good. All right, let me see here. Is this the one? There we go. All right, and then we're going to go put this one up. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All right. Now let's go ahead on and play Trump. Yep, there we go. Let me see here. Whoops. All right, take it away, President Trump.
And I built our military during my first term, and we're using it now. But the late, great Senator Lindsey Graham was always one of the fiercest defenders of the United States military. There is nobody that fought for our military like Lindsey. And I'm proud to say that we officially named Joint Base Charleston in his honor. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. And he really deserves it. You see things named after people, sometimes you say, what's that all about? He deserves it. So we're delivering Joint Base. Lindsey Graham, nearly $360 million in this year's defense spending. That's good for your state also. And millions more are going to be spent on the Marines at Beaufort and Parris Island. With Darlene as your senator, those bases will be part of the bedrock of American military dominance for decades and decades to come. And I'm so proud of what we're able to do so easily with Lindsey. You know, name changes on bases is a big deal. It takes many, many years, right? This one took a week. That's how much he deserved it.
You got a liquor store dinosaur in the house.
The entire family.
Thumbs back up to you, though, sir.
Right. We miss him.
Liquor store, let me put a post it again. There you go.
Pleased also to be joined tonight by many great South Carolina patriots, including just about my first endorsement in the great state of South Carolina. He was the lieutenant governor at the time. And you had a governor that I didn't like too much. And she endorsed somebody else. And I said, that's strange, because I was always
Cornelius, I care.
But we had a lieutenant governor named Henry McMaster, and Peg is a part of Henry McMaster. And he said, I endorse the guy named Donald Trump who's running. He's going to be a great president. And
Michael
I want to
Gomez,
ask,
no spamming, sir.
You have been an unbelievable governor. And I want to thank Henry McMaster. Thank you, Henry. Please.
Yeah, Michael Gomez, do it again. Time him out for at least about 10 seconds, 8 to 10 seconds. I appreciate it.
The first one, he kept your state totally open during COVID, okay? That's pretty good. He turned out
just
to be
going
right.
in time on out, though.
He turned out to be right,
not gonna
Darlene,
act right.
These other guys, they closed up the states. The states will never actually recover.
Appreciate it.
Mostly blue states, in all fairness. With us also is Senator Tim Scott and Senator John Barrasso. Would you come up? Come on up. And I want to ask Russell Fry to come up. Come up, Russell. Come up here. What the hell? It's Friday night.
We got Bud. We got Bud Russell in the house.
Let's have a good time, right?
Bud Russell.
Is South Carolina Donald J. Trump country? Oh, now this is South Carolina. And when we say we love President Trump, we say it loud and we say it proud. Is this Donald Trump country? Oh, yeah. We love a president who closes our borders.
Yes, sir.
We love a president who cuts our taxes.
We do.
And we love a president who keeps Americans safe.
It's safer than it ever been in a long time, since 1936. Beautiful thing.
Mr. President, I told these folks earlier that Wyoming and South Carolina are...
I could have been a better hype man. He's all right, but I would have hyped Trump up. Boy, I would have been a great hype man, you know?
Folks, states filled with conservative people who love Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States.
Boy, we got Dana in the house. Dana Dane. Hold on for a minute. Y'all say hello to Dane. She said, hi, my friend. I'm waving at you too, Dana. You know, look at Dana. Look at that smile. Conservative women hang out on this channel, you know. You pedocrats should start learning and taking some notes.
And
you know?
I told them that you and Darlene in Wyoming follow what we call the cowboy code. You live each day with courage, you take pride in your work, and you do what needs to be done every day for the people of this great country. And for this, we are very, very grateful.
Myrtle Beach, how we doing? Like the president said, it is Friday. Are y'all ready for November? Are we going to let the Democrats unseal our border again? No. Are we going to let them raise our taxes?
Nope.
Are we going to let them transform our children into robots?
Nope.
Oh, of course we're not. You know why? Because MAGA is strong. And
Yes, it
MAGA
is.
is strong when we work as a team.
That is correct.
This team right here, and Darlene Graham is our next senator. Let's go get the job done.
Thank you, Crimson Wine 64. Yeah, we're not going to allow them to do it. We're not going to let them, we're not going to allow them to take over the country. Here's our president.
And by the way, Governor McMaster has just endorsed very strongly, very powerfully, Senator Graham. So that's good. That's a big endorsement. Darlene, that's a big endorsement. That's pretty good. I think it was, you know, a lot of politicians want to stay out of a race. They never get involved.
Dana, I know, right?
Henry's different,
It sure
but
does.
Just gave her a full-throated endorsement. Thank you very much. That's great. Thank you, Heather. Also with us is the Speaker of the South Carolina House, Merrill Smith. Thank you, Merrill. Thank you very much. Good job. And two fantastic Republican candidates.
And Broham, behave, man. Behave. I know you're upset and jealous, Broham. You notice a brother right here. See, I already know who the brothers are when they come into the chat, the sisters too. You know what I'm saying? Broham. Nobody else talk like this. That's how we know, right? Oh, man, I tell you, man. Yeah, Broham, just cool your jets, man. Don't get too crazy up here. And I know you enjoy Cox and all the rest of that stuff, but let's be respectful, man. Show your intelligence. Have a real debate, right? Don't sit up here and hide about it. Be about it. Don't hide. Let's have a real debate.
Who have my complete and total endorsement. Jenny Honeycutt for the 1st Congressional District.
They just keep going on and on and on. He's scared to have the debate, but he can just throw names. Name calling, man.
Jenny's terrific. And Congressional District, think of this, somebody that's very special, somebody that I've known for a long time, Cody Simpson for Agriculture Commissioner. Cody's going to do a great job, right? Thank you, Cody, very much. Good luck. I also want to express our thanks to a wonderful woman here tonight.
And for the MAGA women, you know, my invitation is open. Any of you can come up here and say a word or two if you want to. You ain't got to, but if you want to. And that's for the guys, too, you know.
Who has done an unbelievable job. It's so sad. You know, you meet people and you love people, but her name is Caroline, and she's our press secretary, and she just had a baby. And I just learned she loves the baby more than she loves Donald Trump, and I'm very angry with her. Where is Caroline?
Yeah, where's Caroline at? She's a wonderful press secretary. Aren't we getting Carrie Lake now? Boy, Carrie Lake is going to be fire. Aren't we getting Carrie Lake as the new press secretary?
She's fantastic.
She is.
You haven't heard the last of her. She'll be working for us outside.
Got the Trump
But she's
hat
going to spend
on.
a little time with those two beautiful babies, right? Thank you,
Those
Caroline.
beautiful
What a
babies.
job.
Kiss those babies. Y'all remember when presidents used to kiss the babies? I don't remember it,
Oh,
but
bring her up. They're all. Come on,
this is
Caroline.
FDR days. Mm-hmm.
Bring her up. Come on, Caroline.
Yeah, here she comes. There she is.
Hello, South Carolina. Thank you. Well, thank you, Mr. President. You didn't need to bring me up on stage, though I do love a good podium. And I just want to say, President Trump, you are the most consequential and historic president in the history of our great country. And it has been the honor of my life to serve as your White House press secretary, sir. It really has. And I just want to let everyone in this room know how hard this man works.
Mandy Marie
for
is
all
back
of you
again?
and for every
More do you have to say, Mandy Marie?
American across the country. Regardless of whether they're a Republican or a Democrat, you call this man at 6 in the morning, you call him at 3 in the morning, he picks up the phone because he's looking out for you. And he needs.
I'm going to say this. Any other conservative ladies want to address Mandy Marie 5951? She's very, very delusional to think about Trump and the babies for some reason. Any of y'all ladies want to address Mandy Marie? Oh, my goodness. Let's see here.
Your help with a Republican Congress for the next 2 years so he can make our country greater and stronger and wealthier than ever before. So get out and vote.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hold on for a minute. Hey, Mandy Marie, would you like to come up in here? Would you like to come up here on the mic and talk about it and things? I mean, yeah, Bernie in the house. We got Bernie. Level up those likes, man. We got Bernie, boy. Hold on for a minute. Where's my... All right. Mandy Marie, would you 5951, would you want to come up in here and debate this? I would love to. You know, you want to come on up here, Mandy? Since you're saying that Trump is all this and stuff and putting out all this false and misinformation about our President Trump that we all know and love. Mm-hmm. But I just want to, I know I see her photo. But I just want to see if she want to come up here. Is she really about that life? You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, let's go ahead and play some more.
Well, she was great, and she continues to be great. And you'll be hearing from her. She got a great life
Boy,
ahead.
she
But,
hightailed it right
wants to
on
be
out
with
of here.
babies for a little while at least. And she is very special. Thank you very much, Caroline. So in just 19 months, we've turned this country completely around. And today our border is secure, jobs are up, inflation is down, investment is pouring in, factories are opening. Our military is more powerful than it has ever been before. America is back, and our greatest victories are yet to come. Today, with our Republican majorities in Congress,
yeah, Ryan, you're right about
crush
that.
Violent crime, impose harsh new penalties for dangerous repeat offenders, crack down on Marxist prosecutors, and we will end no cash bail, where it all started. No cash bail. We will expand my most favored nation policy on drug prices, where drugs are down 70, 80, and 90%. Nobody has ever even thought of that.
Yeah,
For
Caroline
decades,
was good.
Americans paid the highest prices for prescription drugs anywhere in the world by far. And now we are paying the lowest price paid by any other country. So you went from paying the highest prices in the world to the lowest prices in the world. And I had to work hard to get that done. So I'm giving you the largest prescription drug price cuts in history, with differences of 400, 500, and even 6.
Hey, Jay. All right. Yeah. You know, he puts down here, Trump bought Melania from Epstein. Yep. You want to talk about it, Jay? Do you want to come up here and talk about it?
100%. Think of that. You'd ever think you'd hear that? You know, it's funny. In my first term, I was very proud because I was able to cut drug from January to December by, think of this, 1/8%. It's the first time a drug cut was able to get through for a year period.
Bud Russell, hold on for a
years.
minute. Yeah, you're right, though, Bud Russell. I wanted to talk about that. Yeah, they raided Swalwell's house. They took some documents and information and stuff. He's not arrested, at least not yet, but they did. Yeah, they came up in there and raided it and things. Yep. They did to what they did to Trump. Now it's Trump's turn, because they ain't had no reason to raid Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Who else got raided? I think it was Stone, Oliver Stone. I think not Oliver Stone. What's his name? Roger Stone's Oliver Stone. Roger Stone, right? And things. So yeah, but here it is. Rightfully so, though. Just like they did with what's his name? The one with the thick mustache. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Over the was he over the DOJ or what's his name? It didn't come back to me. It's been a little while though. Yep. Boy, I tell you. Yep. No, it's let's see. We gonna read what you guys have to say over here. Yep. Boy, I tell you. Yep. Facts, Dana. She says, "Oh wow." Salty Savage says, Fairy Berry and Big Mike bought their daughter from the Epstein. Now that's probably more believable, right? Oh my goodness. We all know two men can't reproduce. Sure cannot. Dana says, oh no, lower prices, the audacity. Paula says, Oliver should have been rated. LOL, coconuts are real. They cowards, right, Tony? I call, but we be debating Trump being the best president of my adult life. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. We'll be debating that. Let me see here. He said, look at the MAGA clown host. Hey, Steven, I'm giving you an opportunity to try to debate something, man, but you just can't do it. Because you know why? You can't contain yourself. I'm over here all calm and cool reading people's posts, and all you got to do is just throw out insults and MAGA clown and all the rest of that stuff, but you ain't saying nothing. And then when we even give you the chance to say something, you still cower it out, So he said, well, prove it. Prove to me that Trump is the worst president ever. I'm even asking the question. See, and that's what they do. They avoid the question. Watch you repeat it again. I'm asking him, prove that Trump was the worst president ever. He said, Obama, prove that. Prove that Obama was a better president than Trump. We all listening. Stephen, I mean, if you were to get out of your feelings and start using your head and start using intellect and knowledge and maybe teach us something. What is it about Obama that we don't know? What is it about President Trump that we don't know, Boy, I tell you. Let me say, Travis Simmons says, I like you, brother. Just came across you. I'm subscribing. I appreciate you so much, Travis Simpson. Man, let me go ahead and give him a shout out. Let me go ahead and post that up, too. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, over here, man, we kick the facts, kick the truth, and kick the pedocrats right in their behind, right? Boy, I tell you, man. You give them an opportunity with these old sensitive. It's Simon, okay? Yeah, is that Simon? I'm always Travis. Let me see here, Simon. Okay, yeah, I said Simmons, right? I meant to say Simon, right? Brian Reedy is in the house. Brian Reedy, you showed up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, Travis. I did. I welcome Travis too, man. Oh yeah, that is what's up. Okay, let me see here. What's going on here? Black. Okay, Amanda Marie says black for MAGA is insane, right? Well, tell me how though, Amanda Panda. Tell me how black MAGA is insane. Not that MAGA is insane. She said black MAGA, Is that supposed to get my goal and say you're racist or something or what? I mean, giving you guys an opportunity, which I rarely do. But it just proves the point. This is the reason why I don't open up my stuff for them, because all they do is have a bunch of nonsense and in their feelings, right? They can't even construct a good debate, let alone. This is terrible, right? Boy, you got Jason Beatrice in the house. Do you denounce Sharia law, Lorenzo Sewell or whatever? They wouldn't even denounce Sharia law. They're all for it. Even the mayor in Dearborn wouldn't denounce it. In fact, they wouldn't even denounce 9/11. Ain't that a shame? Boy, I know. Well, Amanda can't bait me. That's why I'm calling them out, though. Coconuts are real. I call her out if she's even a man, Amanda Panda. Educate us, man. That's all I'm saying. Educate us. I bet you can't defend it. I bet you can't defend it. We already know they can't defend it. That's why they come in here all mad and pissed off. Because if the pedocrats were ahead, right? If they were the ones in advantage, they wouldn't be. They'd be going here gloating and saying how we lost and we suck and everything. But they come in here with name calling and everything. How I'm gonna get upset with that? What do you think about Candace Owens? I think she's a what's the word? I'm going to try to be nice. I used to do some things on Candace. I liked Candace in the beginning, but when I found out that she's nothing but an opportunist, you know, and she was never conservative, she just used the platform to gain clout and gain followers and stuff. And then come to find out that when she started attacking, you know, Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk after his death, right? And you know, the rest is history. She was the one that came up with that old whacked out Jewish conspiracy and all the rest of this crap that couldn't even be proven or whatever. So yeah, she's a real whack job, man. Mm-hmm. Yep, she's a yeah, you did the right thing, Paula, though. She's a real whack job, you know what I'm saying? So she was on somebody's show, forgot who that was, and he had a debate with her though, and then she just started falling apart. So yeah, she's a nut job, man. I don't follow her at all. You know what I'm saying? KT says, I have to admit, there are some salty haters. No matter what you do right there, always is always going to be that one. As long as Jesus Christ and my wife and my family is safe. Oops, wait, I'm gonna read the rest. Safe, and America is safe too. Amen, brother. That's exactly what it is, because this is founded on Judeo-Christian values in this country and stuff. And we already seen what they were trying to do, the pedocrats and the commies and all the rest of them, though. They all mixed up and lumped up in that old nasty and sexual pool that they all swimming in. Yuck and nasty. Talking about Solomon and Gomorrah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Yep. So let me see a liberal. I said Bud Russell said liberals can't debate. They just insult. That's all they do. That's why I'm not going to have them up here just insulting and all the rest of this stuff, because they ain't got nothing. What do they have to say? We, again, like me and Hard Right, Mike said earlier on the phone, that's why he knows my motto. I don't debate these clowns. For why? We have the advantage. We're out in front. We're winning. They're underwater. We up here. We don't have to deal with losers. If you got to prove yourself, you got to bring yourself up to have these debates. Right now, y'all underwater, the pedocrats and all the rest of them, commies. We don't deal with commies in America at all. And we're going to keep winning because we are winning. Thank you, Angela, child of God. Got the silver star. Let me do my little, it's a silver star right there. Let me put up. There we go. Got that silver star, boy, you know. I just treat it like another coin. I appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, Angela, child of God. That's what's up. Give it up to Angela, child of God, you know. But yeah, but that's what it is. They don't like to have these type of conversations, though. These are grown folk conversations, though, right? That's what it is. Travis Simon says, we are all Americans. No country has done more for others, and because of that, we need to be united. You're absolutely correct there, Travis. And that's exactly what we are. We are united. We're more united now than we ever have been before, right? Because of Trump. The man who divided us was Barack Obama, better known as Barry Santoro. We were more divided than ever. Now we have became more united than ever. Look at black MAGA. White, ain't no black MAGA, white MAGA. We just MAGA, right? KT 23423 got a new subscriber here. I love all my American family and friends. I appreciate you too, KT. Let me give you a little shout out as well. I appreciate you for being on the show. I appreciate you though, man. I really do. I really do. Yep, I really do. Let me see here. Let's see here. All right, let me see here. Alan Brooks says, if Americans and the federal government doesn't pay attention, we will soon have Fallujah battles in America soon. Jesus Christ is king. No, we're not going to have Fallujah battles, though, because, again, Iraq is not even an issue. A lot of them signed the Abraham Accord, which all of them, Israel is going to sign it too. They're all going to sign it where they're going to agree in that agreement that they're going to live amongst each other. There's not going to be no more wars. And if they violate and break that promise, it's going to be hell to pay, because right now, United States have the advantage. We have the power. We have the might. We don't need to send soldiers in there at all, though. We could starve them out we can starve them out tremendously through the actual. You already know. We can starve them out when it come down to the actual tariffs and things like that. So, and it's been working. This is how we got China together, So yeah. So if China even tries something, all Trump got to do is raise it up to 150%. It'll hurt China. It'll be like, this is how you keep countries at bay. And this is how you break the deep state, because ain't nobody coming in America, not with our military, and they know it. Dana says, clapping, I am a child of God also. Go ahead, Dana. Yeah, a lot of us are or want to be child of God. That's for sure, though. Amen to that. Black Guy 9 says, shout out to all the fruitcake liberals, though, to the fruitcake liberals and the pedocrats, you know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Julie says, I don't think we saved yet, but at least we have an administration that loves our country and willing to do the right thing, no matter the opposition. Yeah. But I say this, though, ain't nothing 100% guaranteed. But right now, the way that Trump has been dismantling our enemies, even our deep state enemies, the sock puppets and the shadow puppets and stuff. So Trump has been doing a beautiful thing, shutting down the border. He ramped up ICE and stuff, getting rid of a lot more illegals out of this country. And that's a beautiful thing. Even the guy that assaulted Jake Lane, he's already been booked by ICE. I mentioned this already. What's his name? Abbas or whatever, out of Dearborn. Actually, he's out of Detroit, but he's over there close to Dearborn or whatever. He got arrested. He was like, what is he, clowning like this? The guy was like about 50, 47, something like that, boy. But they got him together, though. He got his butt up on out of here, I tell you that much. Jason Beatrice says, I was just debating a Muslim from Lebanon and Gaza. They want us to say death to Israel, but when we refuse, they were complicit in genocide. Yeah, exactly, though, And that's the thing about it, though. And as I said before, and this is for the Muslims, if there we know as far as with some good Muslims, you should be doing more of basically standing up against the bad Muslims, because they making it bad for you guys and making it bad for everybody else, because you're supposed to be a representative of peace, right? You're supposed to respect the law too. This is not the Middle East. We have the Constitution. Now, when Jake comes out there, Jake Lane, and does that type of stuff, you have to respect the law, the federal law, right? You already seen what happened with that Abbas dude. They end up he's being held in ICE detention right now and being shipped back to Iraq, right? So that's a good thing about that, though, man. He did some time for a murder that he did, running over a woman and stuff like that. So I pulled up his background. So they got him together and gonna book him and get his behind right up on out of here, as he deserved to be, because it's at his own hand. He violated Jake Lane's constitutional rights. Yep. Let me see it. Paula says, Tony, I think he meant we have insurgents here in the Islamic countries. Yeah, but here's the thing about it. We had them here in Dearborn too, Paula. And I'm just going to say that one too. We had them here in Dearborn. Y'all remember last year, they foiled it. They stopped it. They were about to blow up somewhere over in Ferndale, Michigan, and they stopped it. They went in there. One thing you may not be aware of, Trump have what they call Space Force, right? And they have the military, they have this technology where they can actually see with the satellites and stuff. I'm not going to say it's 100% perfect, but they are aware that there could possibly still be some sleeper cells here. And there's still cells of other people as well, too. But like I said, we're a lot more safer now than we were before. When we were under the DMs, you know, they wouldn't be catching this stuff. Stuff would have been happening. Then they'd come afterwards and play it off because it's part of the plan, right? Now you're seeing FBI 2.0. You're seeing DOJ 2.0, right? You're seeing Homeland Security 2.0. So, yeah, we're in a better situation, though, you know? And like I said, they already watching Dearborn. Dearborn and Dearborn Heights, they got heavy surveillance over there in that city. That's how they were able to pick those other people up. Now, you know who brought more awareness to Dearborn? It's Jake Lane. And he's more welcome to come back here anytime, you know? Anytime. He can come back over here and do it again. Because when he came over here and found out how Dearborn is, he's trying to do the Christian Crusades and stuff like that. You gotta support him. Because if we didn't have this, so right now, Dearborn, the mayor, is panicking out. You can see it in his eyes. In fact, we can go ahead and pull that up. Let me just hold on for a minute. Because I did pull that up too. Hold on for a minute. We go pull up, let's go ahead and pull up Dearborn, man. Hold on for a minute. They watching Dearborn, man. Big time. Watching. I got to get that sound effect. Hold on for a minute. Dearborn, let me see here. Michigan. Yep. Let me see here. This was a county meeting. Dearborn. Let me see here. Let me show you something here a little bit. These are mosques over here in Dearborn. You see this? This right here? This is a mosque here.
New at 5, call to prayer controversy. Some Dearborn families speaking out now, and one mosque is responding. The outdoor calls to prayer can be heard on loudspeakers throughout Dearborn.
This is 10 months ago.
Twice a day. The city has a vast Muslim population, and several mosques play calls to prayer for those families. That includes the Islamic Institute of Knowledge on Schaefer, which is now changing when and how loud they will play calls to prayer.
Paula knows where this is.
7 News Detroit reporter RØDE Al-Sinaida listening to community members' concerns and showing us the steps one mosque is taking to try and accommodate neighbors.
Here at the Islamic Institute of Knowledge on Schaefer, the call to prayer comes out twice a day through that loudspeaker up there for about 2 minutes. It's just one of the many mosques that follow this practice in the city, raising some concerns with residents. This is the sound the daily call to prayer Dearborn resident Andrea Unger says is something she personally does not want to.
Don't make no sense. Look at those big old giant speakers. You can have your religion, but don't y'all find this to be very intrusive? I'm just saying, though, you know, because you're going to hear it, you know, because you'll hear the Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu Allah. You'll start hearing this. You know what I'm saying? You'll start hearing this stuff. I'm not kidding.
Listen to daily. She's brought this up at numerous city council meetings, including.
You see it? You see who's all on the city council?
Your freedom of religion does not allow you to force me to listen to your prayers in my yard or home when you could do this by your app or text or phone or email or inside your own walls.
Unger lives just blocks away from the Islamic Institute of Knowledge, and ever since they began work on this extension to their mosque about 2 years ago, she says the noise of the prayers has become too much. In the beginning, the mosque admits they did their first prayer around 5 a.m., but
5 a.m. It's you know what I'm saying? Oh man, the Fajr prayer, man. It's the earliest one in the morning. You can hear it. You gotta get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Big old speakers on the top, man.
Have
this is
since
ridiculous.
Stopped.
The early morning prayers are. We understand that there might be some people concerned with those, but
see, they're not assimilating. Every other ethnic group that came over here, even Ellis Island, right? They understood. They wanted to be Americans, not these guys. They want to go ahead and push their religion. You can't even take the speakers down. Listen, this is not the Middle East. See, over in the Middle East, you can do that. You can go to Istanbul, Turkey, and you can still hear the ezan in the morning. That's cool. Over there, it works in there. Iraq, Iran, Yemen, you name it. Jordanian, right? Beirut, Lebanon. You can do all that over there. But over here, these people are Christian mostly, man. You don't want to hear that 5 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. But you are intrusive. You're pushing your viewpoints on us. That's all we're saying. It wouldn't be so bad. You don't see the Hindus. You don't see the Sikh with no loudspeakers on the front. They pray inside their temple. I've dropped off many times over here at the Sikh, you know what I'm saying, Punjabi and all the rest of them. They ain't got no big speaker signs up there, and you won't hear them. You know what I'm saying? You go by there, peace and serenity. Why can't you be peace and serenity? Don't think we don't know. They got an app, ladies and gentlemen, that they can download for all Muslims. It's an app. And it does the same thing. When it comes to prayer, they go to Allahu Akbar. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's on the app. You don't need no big old speaker. You know what time it is. You know when you can go in, you know what I'm saying, and do your prayers. We ain't against that. But look at it, just being intrusive, man. Look at this, man. It don't make no sense. Just go in here and hear this foolishness.
Since these complaints came in, we took the proactive step in order to eliminate the morning prayer, just to make sure we're respectful to.
Just eliminate the big loudspeaker outside. Hopefully they did that. Unplug that sucker. Get rid of it. You don't need it.
Community.
The Institute says they received 2 official complaints and have worked with the city to rectify them. But Andrea says it's not just them. She says there are many mosques in the city, including the Islamic Center of America off of Ford, who all participate. We looked into the city ordinance, which states that noise is not allowed to exceed 70 decibels in residential areas.
It should be exceeding at all. You even have the Catholic bell that rings, right? But 5 a.m. in the morning now? Come on now. You know that don't make no sense. People, man, you got people that work night shift. Shoot, who got to get up that early in the morning? I mean, there's people, but do you want to hear that in the morning? Boy, I tell you.
In the daytime and 60 at night. Additionally, loudspeakers are not permitted between 10 p.m. and 7 in the morning.
If we have or can identify a mosque that's doing it before 7 in the morning, or if there is an excess of the decibels, there'll be written a citation. Dearborn
Police Chief Issa Shaheen says he has been working with houses of worship to make sure they are in compliance, measuring decibels.
This should be common sense. That's what it should be. It should be common sense. Boy, Abdullah Hamoud, come on now. He's the mayor of Dearborn. Come on now. The one that won't denounce Sharia law. And probably 9/11. Probably.
Levels personally, hoping residents can come to terms with these short moments of prayer.
Do y'all believe that they're going to be doing Sharia law? Now, to my knowledge, they don't have it. At least not yet. Do y'all think it's coming to Dearborn? Because they make up 54.5% Middle Eastern over there, right?
It's no different than church bells that you might hear on Sunday.
Dearborn is a beautiful thing. A lot of religions here being practiced, churches, mosques, synagogues.
Yeah, that's true, but nobody is bringing no damn, doing a call to prayer at 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, you know that don't make no sense. Why do he have to say that? Of course there's other religions over there, but ain't nobody on the bullhorn 5 a.m. in the morning. Knock it off.
So it's a beautiful thing. That's what America is all about.
There is yet another city council meeting where residents say they will continue to bring attention to this. That's on Tuesday at 7 p.m. In Dearborn, I'm RØDE Snyder.
Bring attention, just stop it. That's how you do that. Just knock it off. Have some common sense and have some respect for other people and their religion. Nobody want to hear that 5 a.m. in the morning or at all. Dang.
7 News Detroit.
Okay, so that's that for that one. So we given the reasons why they haven't. Look at this is another one right here.
In Dearborn, Michigan, a growing debate has emerged over the volume of a mosque's daily call to prayer. Some longtime residents are urging city officials to strictly enforce local noise laws, saying the amplified calls are disruptive to neighborhood life.
Now, that don't make no sense, man. Is this America or is this in the Middle East? Look at them horns up there. Does this make any sense to you guys? Is this being assimilating into America? Because you can't be Christian and put up probably in some of their countries, you probably couldn't even put up a church or a temple. Shoot. Let alone, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, man, look at this.
Andrea Unger, who has lived in Dearborn for 4 decades, is one of the most vocal residents on the issue. She says that the mosque near her home broadcasts prayers through loudspeakers multiple times a day, sometimes as early as 5:30.
Boy, looking like the Middle East, man. Come on now, man. Knock it off with that. I'm talking about the noise, not about your religion. We're talking about your noise. Shoot, even God would say, shoot, Jesus right now, he was saying, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be about being disrespectful to nobody, man. Right? Boy, you can pray and do all this other stuff. But I'm just saying, though, I'm just saying, you do not do very well when it comes down to assimilating into American culture and society. This is not your country. Not like that when you're trying to take it over. It's not, right? What I mean by taking it over, you're pushing some of your customs onto Americans, right? We've been very good to even allow you to even have a mosque over here, man. How about that? But we give you an inch, you want to take a mile. Knock it off. Take the speakers, the loudspeaker signs off. It's very, very intrusive, and it's noisy, and it's disrespectful. I'm just saying. Everybody is not Muslim. Just like everybody is not Christian. You don't hear that from the Christians. Look at this. Boy, I tell you, man. As early as 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Boy, I tell you, man. We don't even like a damn rooster. Come on now, for obvious reasons. I'm just saying. Boy, I tell y'all, man. Look at this.
In the morning, with the sound carrying clearly inside her house. According to Unger, each call lasts about 5 minutes, far louder than what the city's ordinance allows. Dearborn's ordinance states that noise in residential areas cannot exceed 55 decibels at night or 60 decibels during the day, and it bans the use of loudspeakers between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. But Unger claims her recordings over a 30-day period showed levels consistently above 70 decibels. At a recent city council meeting, Unger presented a petition signed by 40 neighbors calling for stricter enforcement. She emphasized that...
Can y'all believe this is happening in America? When it comes down, they are the only ones that are out of pocket and out of place when it comes down to their religion. And then when you complain about it, they want to call you an Islamophobe, which is no such thing. Nobody's afraid of Islam. I got friends that's Muslim and Islam, know a whole lot about Islam. But the thing about it, nobody been afraid of it. We just saying have common courtesy and decency of other people. This is not the Middle East. That's all we're saying, right? People can have their religion, but we ain't up in there, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you can't be praying and all the rest of this stuff. But they got these big, loud speakers. You would have thought it was in the Middle East, as I mentioned before.
Her concerns are not about religion itself, but about fairness and equal treatment under the law. In her words, the issue is about privacy inside people's homes being interrupted by a sound they cannot control.
That's a problem. How is that not a problem? You mean to tell me you're going to call me an Islamophobe because you are making noise and loud noise 5 to 5:30 a.m. in the morning? Boy, I tell you, man, talking about, as I said, a rooster. This is worse than a damn rooster. You're going to be doing that, you know what I'm saying? You know how to, and that's annoying too. I might want to hear that. This ain't the country. You got to go back. If you want to have all of the benefits to Islam, my best advice, you could either take the speakers down, or you can go back home. Make the Middle East great again, right? They need you over there, right? If you want to do all this disrespectful stuff, 'cause I find it to be very disrespectful. I ain't the only one that's saying it. This is very disrespectful. I'm talking about the noise tolerance. So don't try to turn this and flip this around that I'm some type of Islamophobe, because I'm not. But you have caused problems onto yourselves in Dearborn. You guys are being watched, right? Look at it.
Some residents have been
and then you want to change the street signs. This is another problem. Why do you think some of the residents and people in America are upset with you guys? You got a mayor that was going to allow a changing of a name of a street to some damn terrorist. Man, come on now. You say he's not, but we say he is, right? And whether he's a terrorist or not, the street names are just fine. You do that in your country, but you don't come over here and changing nothing. You understand? Right? That's what people are upset about. Right? Then it's the thing about the pork situation. Right? Because you don't eat pork, right? And you in your small community, but this still Christian society in America. You don't get a chance to make those type of decisions. Right? You don't make those type of decisions. I'm giving all the reasons as to why a lot of Americans do not like living around Muslims in a community like this. Because of the noise tolerance, first and foremost, changing signs of streets, right? And then what's another one? Y'all remember when I showed you before? They even had a patch. Was a Dearborn Heights Police. It was the patch that they wear. They even put Arabic writing on it. And their excuse was because their people don't really understand English so much, right? So we want to put it in Arabic. Ain't this boy, ain't this something? They wanted to do this, ladies and gentlemen. You know that stopped. You know, when it aired on the news, people were outraged, right? Then they're gonna start putting it. When you're gonna have the patch, a little bit in Arabic says Dearborn Heights Police at the top and bottom, Dearborn Heights at the top, police at the bottom, and also in Arabic writing. Sounds like a takeover to me, to be honest. And all these flags, right? That's up and down the street. You go up and down East Warren, you'll see them, right? We don't know what that is. Boy, I tell you, man, hey, like I said before, the only flag that should be waved is the American flag. But due to these old pedo, stupid Democrats, they allowed all this stuff to happen. They were the one to open up the borders. And then not only that, we had a lot of terrorists that came in right behind them. Nobody vetted nobody. We didn't know who these people were. They're just coming in. And then setting up shop. Changing stuff, you know. You got a mayor over there that will not denounce Sharia law. He won't. And some of them will not denounce 9/11. If that ain't a problem, I don't know what is. Why in the hell do you think that Jake Lane and other Christians are doing what they're doing? I'm just justifying as to why they're doing this. Because you guys, I'm talking about right now in that community, right? You have brought shame on your family. You have brought shame in the community, right? This ain't about respecting each other. When you got bullhorns and loudspeakers and stuff like that, we're asking, we have to go. It's a shame. You got to go to city council, which is predominantly them, right? Come on now. This is common sense, right? All we're saying, we don't want to hear the Ezan in the morning. Call the prayer 5 or 5:30 a.m. Man, I'd be pissed if I had to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing, to be honest, right? Not at no 5 or 5 a.m. in the morning. That's like me cutting the grass 5 or 5:30 a.m. every morning. You know how loud the lawn motor is. That's what it sounds like to people when they hear that stuff. That's what it sounds like. It's annoying as you know what. Boy, I tell you, man.
Reluctant to speak out, fearing they will be labeled as prejudiced. Unger said,
I don't give a damn about that, man. I don't, because it ain't prejudice. The way that I line this thing up, it's not. They are the ones that's being intrusive. How is that prejudice? When you come over here and being disrespectful at the same time. I know I couldn't do it, right? That's like me going into their country, got my gun, I'm going to eat pork and all this other stuff. When I'm over there, I got to follow the laws over there, don't we? You know what I'm saying? So it should be consensual. It should be mutual, back and forth. But it's not. Boy, I'm going to be Islamophobic. Man, shut up.
Many neighbors privately thanked her for voicing concerns they felt uncomfortable expressing publicly. City Council President Mike Serrani confirmed that police have investigated and already found ordinance violations.
Look at that. You can find, I can drive down and see the mosque right now. They got the bull horns. This is ridiculous. You should do this in your own country, right? That's what you should do. Take what you learn in America and go over there and make the Middle East great again. If you don't like the way we do things over here, right? Because a lot of you came over here, right? It's supposed to be for a better life. But you got to respect the people that was already here before you. Everybody is not Muslim. We know that you call an outsider an infidel. We know this, right? Non-believer, right? And they, you know what I'm saying? You better be lucky that it wasn't back in the 1700. I mean, was it 1700? Boy, it'd be on like Donkey Kong, man. Let me go and take a look and see this room before I go. Boy, I tell you, man, this is terrible, man. No, I mean, I'm just saying though, you know, and they want to sit up here and call it a Islamophobe. It's not, right? And we know that the commies allowed them to come over here anyway. They're just using the Muslims. They'll be done with them too after if they were taking over. I'm talking about the commies right now, right? I'm gonna jump off of them for a minute. Jump off of some of these people that are that's the Muslims right now, and we're talking about these commies, right? The DSA. Right? This is all the plan, right? They want to sit up in here and make it sound like I'm over here being disrespectful and crazy, like I'm the crazy one. I'm going to let this play, guys. I'm going to be right back. Got to use the restroom here. Boy, this is crazy as heck. I can't believe it, man. I just can't believe it. I should say I can believe it. I guess I say I can believe it, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, this is crazy, man. Be right back. Let me go and play this too. Hold on for a minute.
Adding that officials are waiting on a final report from the police chief before moving forward. The mosque at the center of this controversy, the Islamic Institute of Knowledge, has not publicly commented despite several attempts to reach them. However, another mosque in the city has responded by lowering its sound system and even shutting off its microphone until a resolution is found. Leaders there said they always try to respect their neighbors and avoid conflict. This dispute comes at a time when Dearborn has been in the spotlight for other religious and cultural debates. Just last month, Mayor Abdullah Hachamoud drew criticism for calling a local Christian minister a racist and an Islamophobe after objections were raised about renaming city streets in honor of an Islamic leader. The ongoing tension in Dearborn highlights a larger national conversation: how communities can balance religious freedom with local ordinances designed to protect peace and quiet. As city officials weigh the next steps, residents are left waiting for a solution that addresses both sides fairly. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Insight Pulse for more in-depth updates on stories that matter to communities across.
We're in Dearborn. This is the call of prayer that goes off 5 times a day here in the United States. Would you like to hear this blasting through your neighborhood? They don't have a choice of whether they hear this or not.
I'm going to shift gears right now and show you a live look that we're getting out in Dearborn, Michigan right now, as there is a protest happening ahead of a city council meeting there. It looks like a very, very active scene still. Our partners at Fox 2 Detroit are currently in coverage of this. Let's go ahead and listen into that here on Live Now from Fox.
The police barricade right here that's happening.
you see the line of people, right? They're out here, and they at 6 o'clock, roughly 6 o'clock. That's when people started moving towards the entrance of the library, and we got kind of lost in the melee, separated from one of my photographers who ran up ahead and was able to get some very good shots of Jake Lang as he was entering the area. And then at that exact moment, we saw police come out and use some sort of spray, pepper spray or some sort of thing on the audience that was out there and knocking them back. We saw some people reaching for water bottles, and then the crowd started to gather a little bit more and push towards that entrance. That's when police retreated a little bit and came out. When you see this full show of riot gear here setting this perimeter, they came rushing out, pushed me back. I was actually separated from my photographers at the exact moment that Jake entered this kind of square here and has been kind of talking to the masses. That's kind of where we stand right now, is the people on the perimeter just waiting to hear from him, but also playing music loudly so they can't hear him. He's got a loudspeaker. Many people are holding signs, and the protest continues.
Dave, we hear that there's about 150 people that are able to go into the city council meeting. You're not hearing anything that the meeting is going to be canceled, modified, moved, or anything like that. And other question, are there people inside now that are waiting for the city council meeting to start?
Well, it's not clear from this vantage point if people were able to get in. My guess would be not from this point. Now, they could have gotten in. We were told if we were planning on attending this meeting that we needed to enter from the backside of the library. So it's possible that people in there right now were able to abide by those rules, go in through the proper channels. But I'm fairly confident to say that nobody was able to get in from this vantage point, judging by the sheer number of police that have set up this perimeter, making sure that nobody is able to get any further than where they are right now. As for what's going on inside, I can't speak to that.
Dave, we also heard that there may have been people with some weapons. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but are you, Dave, are you seeing
anyone now to Ingrid
with
Kelly.
any kind of weapons at all? Let's get to Ingrid Kelly. Ingrid?
Out here live, as you can see, I mean, this is a very contentious scene. Jake Lang arrived probably about 30 minutes ago, and he is making his voice heard well ahead of that city council meeting. You know,
we're warriors for Christ.
They say they're warriors of Christ. This is a Christian message, but you basically, I mean, when you see the amount of tension here, yet you say you have a Christian message.
Get Jacob. Get Jacob.
So, Jake Lang, you've been out here. What is your message for City Council?
City Council needs to understand that there increased aggression against Christians, including the mayor himself, who told a Christian pastor that there will be a parade the day that he leaves. This increased two-tiered persecution of Christians, where Muslims are allowed to stone us on the streets without repercussion. They're being treated like kids when Christians come out here, and we have hate crime charges they're trying to levy against us just for speaking the name of Jesus.
This is a pro-Christian activist who announced last week that he would be speaking to city officials.
After I was stoned.
That he would be speaking to city officials at the city council meeting. And basically, as you can see, there are a number of people here who have showed up before this meeting ahead of city council. Police have a perimeter around here to keep everyone safe. The tensions here are very, very high. Police are here on the ground. They're on the roof of this library. They are working to keep everyone safe because tensions are so high out here. Now, Jake says that he has a Christian message, but as you can see, it has basically excited a lot of tension, a lot of hate speech, and a lot of derogatory feelings toward Muslims. Again, we're going to be out here all all evening long, covering this from all angles to make sure that this message and the coverage is fair and balanced. But as you can see, Jake has been out here probably for about 40 minutes now, speaking with the megaphone. He's got a lot of followers out here. There are obviously some counter demonstrators, but he says that he is trying to take Dearborn back. He wants to get his Christian message out here, and this is how he's doing it.
Ingrid.
So again, we're going to be out here all evening long, and
Will you tell your audience that I was stoned?
you say you were stoned. There were arrests that were made.
Did you see stones being thrown at me on camera?
There were arrests that were made.
Did you see stones? Did you watch the video?
And again, we're going to be out here.
Did you see somebody punch me?
You know, you
Did you see me be assaulted?
You
Can you agree that I was assaulted?
Ingrid, can you ask him if he can and Muslims can sit down and talk about their differences? Would he be willing to do that?
As a Christian, we just want to figure out how you are promoting peace with this.
We are promoting peace through strength. We keep on rolling down and showing our bellies to the Muslims, and they take us over more and more each year. Peace through strength. Peace through strength.
All right. As you can see, police are here covering the door here of the library. We're going to be out here all evening long. It's unsure if this city council meeting is actually going to take place today, but again, we're going to be out here. We have several crews covering it. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Ingrid Kelly. Right in the midst of things, that was Jake Lang. That's the person from that he is the obviously promoting a Christian a rally, I guess, of sorts. And that's what he was doing. So let's go back to Dave Spencer right now. Dave, what do you have for us?
Yeah, Charlie, I moved a little bit back so we could give a little bit more perspective of what's happening out here. This is kind of the circle outside of the main entrance to the library. Again, the plan was for everyone to go in the back side of the library. They had these yellow fences set up, setting the perimeter up, and right around 6 o'clock is when a group of people decided that they were kind of going to breach the perimeter, so to speak, and try to get in via this area of the library. And they were able to do so up until a point, and that's when police kind of stepped through that doorway and used some sort of spray on a few members of the crowd. We saw them kind of rear back and start spitting and rubbing their eyes, and then they used water to kind of wash away whatever was in their eyes, the irritant there. Then we also saw some woman stumble over these barricades as the riot police came out and set a farther perimeter, and an ambulance came through with a gurney and took at least one person away. I believe it was a woman who may have tripped over that barricade there and knocked her head. I didn't see if there was any blood or anything. She was taken away. There are a number of ambulances still on scene. We've seen some kind of walk up here. We're also starting to see a growing number of counter-protesters kind of coming out here mocking the appearance of Jake Lang wearing clown costumes, trying to just distract a little bit from his message. They've got a loudspeaker with them, so again, every kind of message is trying to be louder than the next, with a lot of people just talking to one another. Here again is that look at that counter-protesters with the music that they're playing. No one is getting any farther than they are right now, so this perimeter is pretty strong. We've seen a number of the people come up to the police that are dressed in full riot gear and say, hold the line, hold the line. So they plan on not moving at all. I know that Ingrid is on the other side of that line where Jake is continuing to speak on that loudspeaker as we kind of watch people kind of ebb and flow, trying to get up as close as they can to hear possibly what Jake has to say. It's very difficult to do with the number of counter-protesters that are happening. We're also seeing that police are well prepared for this. We see them on the rooftops. We've seen them, state police try to take away from the protesters from the road. Just a number of people everywhere trying to make sure that the peace is kept to the best of their ability. There again in the background, another ambulance leaving from the scene. Hard to say if there's anybody in that one or not. But the crowd continues to stay. I mean, nobody is really dispersing. They are being kept away from this back entrance of the library, but the meeting itself is going on inside that library. We were told that we wanted to attend that meeting, members of the media, that they had to be in place by 6:15 and had to go around to the back where they would be escorted in. They were going to limit the amount of people that were allowed in there. That's kind of where we're at. We're kind of in a holding pattern. It's clear, obviously, that Jake isn't in that meeting, as he's kind of still playing to the masses, still playing to the crowds that are here right now.
And what I wanted to say this again, man. I'm gonna say this. A lot of this stuff is starting because, neighbors, this has been going on for a few years, though, where it drummed up to this point. Once again, it started with the call of prayer that they called the Ezon, right? 5 to 5:30 a.m. in the morning. It wasn't no reason to have that loudspeaker outside like this. That speaker that's something there because you living amongst other people. If they claim that they are in so much harmony with each other, you will respect other people by not having that speaker, the bullhorn up there mounted up on top of the tower like that. This shouldn't have been. That's the first thing. Second, changing the name of a street. You say it's your hero. We don't know who this is. And even if it is, let's say that if he was or not a terrorist, we don't know. But whether, and that's the case, he cannot be a terrorist, but we don't want street name. That's the thing, though. It was already established here way before you came to Dearborn. 54.4% of them in the Middle East that live in Dearborn. You don't get to start changing signs and changing names. Can't you understand that you have a huge Christian rebellion on your back, soon to be? All this could have been avoided if you would just be willing to get along and work with the residents that were already there, right? That's another thing, right? So the people in America now having a disdain because of how disrespectful some of these people have been behaving. I'm not saying all, but some of them. And then when you look at UK and you look at other countries, right? You look at Spain now because it's in flooding with people that's coming over there. That's from coming through Morocco on the way up in Spain. Look at what's going on. There's already been incidents of situations that are happening, right? That's the thing, though, too. So, like I said before, this stuff could have went away a long time ago if they were told that they would have to simulate into America culture predominantly Christian. If it was the other way around, and if Islam was already here before Christianity, whatever the case may be, you have to go by the law of the land, right? That's all we're saying. That right there, it shouldn't have to be a law with a speaker thing up like that. That's just common sense. Common sense courtesy, which they don't have. That's why we are here today in this situation. And then the mayor, Abdullah Hamoud, the mayor of Dearborn, when this went down 3 days ago, I covered it, remember? He told his people that were Muslim, do not show up at the protest. Do not come. He was telling them, he's telling his own people, do not show up at the protest. Do not come. Because if you do, there could be a possible clash. And there was some fights. There were some incidents that actually happened. You seen people getting up in people's face and everything because they don't understand the law of the land and the Constitution where we have freedom of speech. On the public adhesion, right? We have that. This is the Constitution. And when you don't follow the Constitution and you want to get in your feelings, they didn't have to show up. What did they do? They showed up anyway. looking for it. They showed up. The mayor and of their people told them to stay at home. Many of you didn't have to show up. If you were that, it's like, well, just let Jake Lane do his thing. Because you showing up and wanting to, I mean, this guy got attacked, ladies and gentlemen. Stones were thrown at him, beat up or whatever like that, you know. You that much in your feelings trying to protect your religion. You try to make it sound like this guy right here. Now, he may have a disdain for all of y'all, rightfully so, because he understands that you guys don't even understand the Constitution. Freedom of speech, right? Look at it. You are benefiting. You are allowed to have Islam in America. Other countries, you wouldn't even have that right. Look at some places in Asian countries. Good luck with that one. So in other places, right? So look at it. They have brought down the shame. Look at what happened. You know, he said, stay at home. Do not show up. This is the mayor of Dearborn. You think they listened to him? No. They wanted to come out there. They wanted to conflict. They wanted to smoke. Right? This is and it's gonna keep on happening. It's not that it stopped. He's got more and more followers, more and more people are coming out protesting. And it's gonna continually happen. You think it's going away? No. And all this you could have bent the knee and say, hey, we'll take down the speaker. We won't change the streets. But you started changing streets and signs, speakers up and everything, already being disrespectful to the tenant or to the actual people that live there, that reside there in those neighborhoods and communities. Right? That's the only thing. And there ain't been no Christian, Muslim attacks. And there ain't been that type of thing. There's a lot of Christians and Catholics and all this other stuff. They live there in that area. The guy was just asking a minister. I saw the whole thing when they had the city council. If you don't like it here, and that's what, this is what, man, if you don't like it here, you could just leave. This is the mayor, Abdullah Hamoud. You should know better. How you going to tell a resident, if you don't like it, and we're going to have a big parade once you leave to celebrate you moving out? The guy didn't cuss him. He was just saying, now he had better patience than me, right? If it would have been me. Because, this don't make no damn sense whatsoever. But this is how intrusive some of them are. And you give some of these people a little bit of authority, goes to their head, because he looks arrogant. I don't know him personally, but he look arrogant. I'm talking about the mayor, Abdullah Hamoud. He look like something else. I've seen this type before with people. You can read people. Arrogant, right? In his feelings or whatever. It make no sense. Then you want to put that patch, the police patch with the Arabic writing. You know damn well it wasn't called for on that. That's a takeover, and everybody know it. This ain't no innocent, oh yeah, Anytime a person put their flag up over an American flag, they're telling you that you have been conquered. That's what they're telling you, right? Let's go ahead and get down to it. That's what it is, right? We can go over there to Minneapolis, Minnesota. They put the Somali flag up. She said, my first love and my first responsibility is to my people of Somalia. That's what she said, right? You think Taliba Rashid is going to say any different? My first love is to Palestine, even though she was born here in America. But my first love is to Palestine, right? That's what it is. And that's why these people do not belong in our government. It's dangerous. And they're going to incite, there could be possible riots or possibly a war. And we cannot allow this. So this is why there's pushback on this stuff. I'm just giving the reasons as to why. This don't have necessarily anything with the prayer stuff. Prayer is peaceful. But when you putting the signs up, or the speakers up, call for prayer. 5:30 a.m. in the morning. You know damn well that don't make no sense. So they're called bringing down shame in their community. And that's what's happening. You even got the government looking down in Dearborn, man. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So there must not be some smart people working with him. I would have said, Abdullah Hamoud, man, this is going to bite you in your you know what and things, because like it is, this ain't letting up. Jake Lane's still going to come here to Dearborn. He's going to keep doing what he's doing. And he has every right to, because it's the First Amendment right. Violate that right again and see what happens. 2 got arrested. I believe the 2 were already citizens here. The dude that attacked Jake Lane, hit and punched him in the back of the head, he was over here on the green card, went to prison for, running over a woman, killed her, right? He's being held in the ICE detention center. I knew that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because 1 out of whatever is going pretty much, green card don't stop ICE coming for you. You should know this by now. If you're messing up and screwing up like this, you can pretty much count on being deported. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about ICE. We're going to be talking about the mass roundup to deport, right? ICE is working with TSA in the airport. ICE is working with Democrat-led cities now. The Democrats in some of these cities, there's a lot of cities that have bent the knee to Trump. They are working with them. I'm talking about from law enforcement, right? This is real. I'm going to be covering this stuff tomorrow, so you guys want to stay tuned for that one. So when the police pull them over and find out that they have done, as far as being illegal, they are to notify ICE. ICE will going to come out, pick them up, and they have over 10,000 new ICE agents. And we're going to go over how many deportations, because they're ramping it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's ramping up. So, you know what I'm saying? All this, right, could have been avoided if it wasn't for the low-down Democrats, Demo-pedo, you know what I'm saying? And this is what ended up happening, right? It's their fault that this had to happen. But once again, don't worry, Trump is going to clean it up like he always do, right? So there that is. I appreciate you guys being online. I got to skedaddle. I got to go to work. I got to get to work, you know what I'm saying? But you guys, man, it's been a good one, though, Yeah, because like I said, it makes more sense of me explaining this stuff logically, right? It would have never started if they didn't have that damn big old speaker on top. Hamtramck, yeah, you're right. They do have the speaker over there at Ezon. Let me go ahead and read Super Chat before I go. We got Angela, the child of God, donating $5. I'm going to read your chat. Let me do my money sign here, right? Money on the floor. She says, my husband served 3 hours in Vietnam and is dying from Agent Orange. Man, that's some nasty chemical stuff, right? The Democrats, poison. He's bedridden. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. I would never let a commie take our country. And yeah, ladies, I'm going to post that again, though. Angela, child of God, I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. Your husband was over there liberating America. You know what I'm saying? Liberating America. And I appreciate the super chat and stuff. Let me see here. We have Paula. I keep hearing what you're talking about, Willis. Yeah, stupid is as stupid does. Yeah, that's you already know. Yep. Oh man. Yeah, life is like a box of chocolates. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Let me see. Let me see here. What do you say here? Hold on for a minute. It just moved. Hold on for a minute. It said something about Spencer. Hold on for a minute. Where did it go? Damn it. I was trying to read that. Why am I having trouble trying to find it? I was just in the just going to read that. Darn it. Man. It went away. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, Salty Savage says, we all know Spencer Pratt won. Exactly. And this is another thing. Spencer Pratt possibly could be running for 2028 presidential seat. You know, it's a possibility that he could be going there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pratt was mopping the floor when then, let's see here, Boy Russell says, Malcolm X was right. He said the white liberals were the enemy of the black race. Yeah, and it's so true because, Bud Russell, I went over there about the Democratic-led cities. We've seen how that worked out. They're supposed to be a lover of black folks so much. Why aren't they educating them? Why aren't they giving them a hand up instead of giving them a hand out? This is the problem, the hand-out mentality, right? They don't learn nothing from that. You don't build. You don't better your communities or whatever. You just be dependent, hoping that somebody, and then the first thing is racism. Hoping somebody going to give you something, then racism, right? Morality is way down in the ghettos of America, boy. But Trump is straightening them out, not to worry, because he's been doing it with D.C. D.C. and Memphis is the model. We all got to be mindful of that, as well as the other cities around the United States. They have more money and allocated resources to catch these people faster. They're communicating with the police and other law enforcement and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful thing now. You know, right now, America is more safe we are now than we ever have been before. We're talking about 1936 standards, man. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot. And as crime steady go down, poverty is going to go down, right? Opportunity is going to go up. Something that the pedocrats could have actually been doing. But they didn't care about that. They want to keep blacks and poor whites and other ethnic communities down at the bottom, blame racism, keep them, ignorant, right? Keep them what we call victimhood and all the rest of this stuff. While they study profit from it, while they study get the big money and stuff, you know? It don't trickle down at the bottom, though. And if for them coming in this room saying it otherwise, man, they the bigger fools. That's why they won't debate me, right? They don't debate me, and they're scared of people with knowledge. Oh, look at Goon Pinder. There he is. Go Pinder. Go. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. I was wondering when you were going to show up. Oh, I hope I ain't miss you. Hey, sir, how are you, Go Pinder? Yeah, I was over here, man. I hope you still on, man. Look at that's Gold Pindar, man. And ladies, he's single. And we're gonna put that photo up again. He's a cellular phone tech, a level 3 cellular phone tech over there in Pakistan and stuff. So just wanted to show him and show some love. Gold Pindar, you know what I'm saying? But there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Gold Pindar. You know, let me go and post it one more time. There he is. Ain't that something? Yeah, look at it. Boy, where's my applause, man? Go Pindar, man. I'm going to have to drop the link one day and have you to come up here, man, and say a few words, man, you know. Let everybody know, you know. Look at Go Pindar calling. He says, Paula, Angela, hello, beauties, is what he said. He got the little heart sign up there. Boy, Go Pindar, yep. Yep. He said, Brian, hello, handsome Brian. Yeah, man. I mean, he ain't no hater though. That's for sure. You know. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Paula says Sharia law hates women. Yeah, it sure does. Gold Pindar says, Black Guy 9, save some women for me, sir. Yeah, Gold Pindar got a big appetite when it come down to the women, man. You know what I'm saying? Dana, hello, queen. He said, hey, Go Pindar, go Pindar. Oh my goodness. He's not ashamed though. That's for sure. That's all right though, you know. Go Pindar. Yeah, man. I know, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He said, oh wow, I'm a queen. Yeah, Dana, you a queen. All y'all some queens in the room tonight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, hey, sadly, he said this guy is so Islamophobic. Prove it. I dropped a link. Prove to me that I'm an Islamic phobic. Prove to me. I know more about Islam than you do. Right? Facts. So tell me how I'm Islam phobic. Yeah, you won't come up here, you coward. That's why you won't come up here. You know better. You know better. He ain't gonna come up here. I know he ain't going to come up here, though, you know. He just talking. He ain't coming up here. That's one thing. I ain't got to worry about these clowns. They ain't going to come up here. You Islamophobic. You don't even know what it is. Come up here. If I drop the link, you better come up here and prove to me that I'm Islamophobic. He said, yes. What he said, yes, I'm supposed to put the sound inside of the mosque and church bells. Man, you stop it, man. You know damn well no church bells ringing at no 5 a.m. in the morning. You knock that stuff off, man. It ain't ringing at no 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. in the morning. You know better than that. You know better than that, Sadie. Don't you say that, Sadie. Don't you say that. You know what I'm saying? I knew you was going to bring up about them church bells. You know those church bells ring. You know, we used to hearing church bells because this is a Christian nation, right? But once again, 5 a.m. in the morning, now you know that don't make no sense. You stop it. Oh, boy, I tell you. He trying to put this in. He said the facts that black men is talking down, talking down someone else's prayers is bad. Black men, what are you talking about? Prayers. That is called the call to prayer. It ain't the prayer. It's the call to prayer. All we're saying is they got enough technology that they don't need to do that, especially at no 5 a.m. in the morning. You know I got a point. Just give it up because you're not going to win this one. Stop while you're ahead. We got more issues with, you don't hear no church bells at no 5 a.m. in the morning. Come on now. You can't even make that make sense. Stop it. Boy, I tell you, man. And then he trying to flip it, he or she trying to flip it around on me and call me out as an Islamophobic. Like I said, I know more about Islam than you do. That's a fact, right? That's a fact. Boy, I tell you, man. Ricky, boy, you can't make this stuff up. I knew some old slick trying to big head, want to act like he a big head, want to try to call me out. Talking about I'm a Islamophobic, you know. Oh, we got Joe Mama in the house. Oh, man, Joe Mama. Not y'all mama, but Joe Mama. Boy, I tell you, man. The great Joe Mama. He said, we didn't steal anything. We kicked your ass out. Did I miss something? Did I miss Joe Mama earlier? I see him now. There's Joe Mama. Joe Mama always listening. Yep, Miss here. Joe Mama says, bring a bow and gunfight. Bring in a bow to a gunfight. Let me see here. Japan, F around and find out too. Don't piss off white folks. And that's this is coming from Joe Mama. Joe Mama don't mess around, man. Joe Mama get real gangster, man. Ex-military too, man. Shoot. These are the people you should really be worried about, man. Leave people alone, right? We was over here doing all fine. We got the flags up, all this intrusive stuff. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, you can call God, Allah, or whatever. All we're talking about is having some common decency and being courteous of other people and their needs. That's all we're saying. Not changing the streets to somebody that we don't even know, right? And not changing the patches. Now, they took it down, but, you know, it was too early. They say it's too early. But they had the police patch. I showed it on one of my lives. It said at the top, Dearborn Heights. Then they had the Arabic writing, and then police, right? And their excuse is because we want our people to understand. Everybody's universal. Everybody know what the police is. You ain't got to speak English. Everybody know what the police is. Stop it. Stop it. That's a bunch of bull. Stop it. I tell you, man, you know. Let me see here. Hamas is the Hebrew word for violence. Yeah, all we're saying is that about Dearborn, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say F off back to Africa. I'm not for sure that makes sense. 5106. I'm not for sure who he is. But makes sense. Is that reference to me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Y'all remember that on Taxi? Huh? You talking to me? You know, if you are addressing me, though, why don't we have a little debate about it? Don't make sense. I'm game if you are. You know what I'm saying? Your history has slavery. What does that mean to what we're talking about? My history don't have slavery. We had a history before slavery, you asshole. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Boy, I tell you, you want to have a debate with that? Let me see here. Trump is gonna lose. Makes sense. How so? I'm over here asking, I'm over here saying, let's debate about it. We ain't got to go back and forth like this. He said, your history is, and he says Trump is going to lose. This is to the other dude. How so? You got to put some more meat on those potatoes instead of just talking stuff. You got to go over here, educate the room. You have an opportunity now. You know, because what we're seeing, your party, the pedocrats ain't winning nothing. Under the commies, no way. What are you talking about? You said you're a slave to Trump. You see this guy here, man, this guy here, is this a bot or something? He just keeps just bringing stuff up. He says liberal. Let me see. Oh, man, goodness, man. Hold on for a minute. He says, somebody put down here, praise Allah, you know. Let me see here. Yes, block the truth. Just like, what? Block the truth? You ain't saying nothing, but just throwing up stuff. I'm asking the question. See how they are, ladies and gentlemen? That's why I don't do it. That's what I'm doing. He called me a snowflake pussy. Scared of the truth. What? Wait, he ain't saying nothing. Tony Productions. He ain't saying nothing. What did he say? Did I miss something? What did he say? Then Timothy got down here, the blue wave is coming. Are you kidding me? He said, go back to Africa. You know, oh my goodness, man. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. This is how sad and bad they are, man. This is how they are. When I call them out, they won't do anything. You think they're going to come up here and debate me on this type of stuff? No, they won't. He says, pick some cotton. See, what he's trying to do is trying to get my goat, but it's not working. You know, it's just not working. I done heard it all before, you know. He said blacks are next to Islam is health with what? Oh, man. Boy, I tell you, man, this is crazy here, man. We need to go for now. I need to go for now. Paula, it's been great having you on. I need to get out of here myself. You guys, it's been great, man. I mean, you see these butthurt commies that support the commies and the pedocrats. They are the ones that's butthurt, man. I mean, it's just really sad. Dana, it's really sad, though, to see this. Paula, bye, Paula. Good to see you again, you know. You know, they are upset, man. Ooh, they upset, man. Now you can't get my goat. Boy, you still can't get my goat. Oh, man. Look at the ladies are even laughing at you. You know the guys are laughing at you, you know. You still a disgrace. You know, they're upset. Boy, I tell you. I saw a video that a woman says that she got woke up daily, 5 a.m. daily with a call to prayer, right? Alan Brooks, 3237. This is what he said. I'm going to post it. And I can believe that because a lot of them been complaining. They have been complaining, right? Dearborn is the largest of the Middle East throughout the United States. They're all there. You know, how in the hell did this happen? We know how it happened, you know, but they're not respecting people that was there before them, Christians and Hindu or whoever else is over there, man. They're not respecting them at all. 5 a.m. in the morning. And then they sit up here. I'm not afraid at all to complain about it. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You can't even thread and call me no racist or anything or Islamophobe. Yeah, right. Timothy says, it's America. They have freedom of religion, just like Christians and Jews. See, you missing the point. What are you trying to push? You trying to move the needle. I'm not going to allow you, Timothy, to move the needle. You can't move it on me. This ain't about no Islam. This is about the speakers on outside of the mosque. Nice try. I'm not going to allow you to move the needle, though, Timothy. And if you ever come up here to debate me, you still won't be allowed to move the needle. I'm not going to allow you to do it. We're going to stay right on what the topic was about. This is about the speaker outside of the mosque 5 a.m. in the morning, and you know it, right? And we're not going to allow that to happen. It's not. And then we can go further than that, though, too. Some people will debate whether it's a religion or not. I mean, I don't even have to go there on that because, I got to play within YouTube guidelines, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the reasons why you want to get over here on Rumble, because I would love to have this conversation for real on Rumble. But I'm in a little box over here on YouTube, so I got to play nicey nice. But I could still argue the fact that there's no reason to have the speakers blaring at 5 a.m. in the morning, waking everybody else up. And and that's the case, though. If that's the case, though, Timmy, let me go ahead and put speakers up next to your house at 5 a.m. in the morning. I bet you that wouldn't end so well, right? We're going to just call them out on their hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen, because all we got to do, if that's okay with Timmy, why don't we go ahead on and put some speakers up and blast some Led Zeppelin or whatever the case may be. Shoot. Why don't we go in there, or maybe put up some Christian stuff at 5 a.m. in the morning, right? Boy, I tell you. Yep, but I'm not going to get into that of their religion because I got to play nicey nice within YouTube. But on Rumble, it's on like Donkey Kong, right? Boy, I tell you. But yeah, so that's it regards to that. Jake Lane for president. Jake Lane's supposed to be running for, supposed to be a politician and running, Boy, But yeah, that's the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen. MCB Jason Beecher says, I talk to real Muslims every day. They ain't messing around, right? Talk to Muslims every single day. And then somebody got down here, grifters. Let me see here. Somebody said F the whole Trump family. Only reason you're saying that because your party is losing. That's why you're saying that, though. Aren't you upset and mad? You know what I'm saying? What? The pedocrats wasn't good enough for you? Trying to take this country over with Democrat commies and all the rest of that stuff? That's why you're losing. And you just upset that you are. Oh, he's losing. Where's my baby crying sound at? There you go. That's what made me famous. Boy, I tell you, though, it's going to be all right, you pedocrats. It's going to be all right. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, cry to your mama. Cry for your mama. Oh, yeah, there we go. Get it out. Cry to your mama. Boy, I tell you, man, I never liked Jake Lane, but I'm glad that he's exposing supremacy on the side of Islam. Yeah, I got you. Islam means submission. But everybody ain't Muslim, so why should everybody have to submit? Maybe in their religion they're supposed to submit. But yeah, we talking about peace through strength here. Peace through strength. Peace, be still. Ain't that something? Amen to that. Yeah, that's okay. Angela, child of God, it's that black guy. They will be there soon enough with their 72 virgins and goats. I know what that means. Yeah. They're over here whining and crying. They know they ain't upset. Look at them. The babies that they are. I'm going to let that loop play. I got them now. Dana says they killed their, yeah, they be doing some, I got some stories though, man. They be, yeah, man. They be, oh, man. Hey, Ronnie Walker, is that a threat? Let me go ahead and copy that too and add that to my threat list. He said, they coming for you. All right, hold on for a minute. And when they come for me, I'm going to let you know something. I am a licensed CPL holder. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? I'm going to let him figure it out. Do you know what that means? Let me add him to my list, my FBI threat list. Oh, my goodness. Got another one, ladies and gentlemen. I want this trash permanently banned. He's not allowed to be in here anymore just because he made an idle threat. Yep, he's not going to be in here no more. We get him up on out of here. I'm not going to play with him. This is the last time we'll ever speak. How you like them apples? How you like that? Right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that. Got the time stamp of when he said it. Since he have said this, I'm going to go a step further. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, make sure this is the tip hotline number where you are to report, right, potential domestic terrorism threats. Do your part. This is the number right here, 1-800-CALL-THE-FBI. Report potential domestic terrorism threats. The FBI will call you, get the information, because it's going to go down faster than their head can spin. You know what I'm saying? A guy that can't, a grown-ass man that can't control himself. He got to go to threats now because he does not have the intellect to be able to debate me. Right? That's sad. Right? So, yeah. Last time I see you in here, though, goodbye and good riddance. Can't believe these stupid people that can sit up here and say some stuff like that. You know, that's one thing about it. Everything is forever on the internet. You ain't never heard me say nothing of violence. But this is them crying. This is them, ladies and gentlemen. That's all they do is cry. This is them. But other than that, I gotta get going, guys. Though I got another one I gotta report and stuff like that. You know, they coming for you. You know, they coming for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, look at here, scene. What is this? Edward G. Robinson? What is this? You know what I'm saying? We talking about Al Capone? Yeah, scene, coppers, they coming for you. See, they coming for you. You know? Oh, my goodness. Look at here, see, it's going to be my way, see? How you like that, buddy, see? They're going to be coming for you. They're going to be coming for you. The coppers is coming. He didn't say about the coppers. He just said, you know, he's talking about. He's virtual signaling is what he's doing because he don't have the balls and the nerve to do it himself, right? Ain't this something? All upset, right? Tony, who we banning? Oh, let me tell you. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for one moment. We are banning, hold on for a minute, Ronnie Wilkerson. Ronnie Wilkerson. That's who we're going to ban. Let me go ahead and post that back up in case if you missed it. Boy, I got eyes like Joe Mama today, boy. I see all. That's who we banning. Ronnie Wilkerson. 5345. Because he made a threat. He said they're going to be coming for you. You see, the coppers are coming. They're coming for you. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, boy. But other than that, though, boy, I got to get up on out of here, you know. Boy, I tell you, man. Ain't this something, though? Boy, I mean, because I know I used to do that liberal, boy. You are Islamophobe. You talking about Muslim people. You're not allowed to do that. All we said is about the damn speaker and changing the signs and changing the patch on the police uniform and all the rest of the stuff. That's what I said. I know what I said, right? You know damn well that that's out of line, right? Because if you're going to do it for Muslims, you better do it for every other ethnic group that's over here. You don't see people that's Hindu. Oh, yeah, we're going to change it. Well, we're going to have a Hindu policing everything. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? What the? Let's see here. Notice how you're not proving any point. Who you talking to, Jigsaw? Are you referring to someone down here? I get your mouth off. Oh, he must be talking to me. Hey, Jigsaw. Before I go, you want to debate about it? Before I go, you want to have a small debate about this? You want to have a debate? Hey, Jigsaw, you've been wanting my attention for a while. Do you want a debate or not, sir? I know you're afraid and a coward. Who is this? He said, you have none. It's BSLAL. Timothy. Are you talking him? Still no proof. Who you talking? Who's it? I'm for Trump, but okay. I'm about to say, I'm sorry, Jigsaw. I get a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Jigsaw, man. I must have misread that. Sometimes I do. I may see too much. Let me see here. Sorry about that, Jigsaw, man. I was gonna get that Timothy dude too, man. If you want to come up here, man. Tony, he's talking to Timothy. Okay, he told me. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's why you guys got to get on speaker, man. You guys got to come up here, man, because I wouldn't be having a misunderstanding. Timothy is mad about his pregnant uncle. Yeah, let me see here. What is it? Hope the next nuke doesn't miss Trump. Hey, you want to debate about it? Prince Cash, what you want to do? You want to debate about it? What you want to do? You want to be a baller, shot caller? You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't see Ronnie in the chat. Yeah, I got him saved, though. He's probably running, but, Yep, I got him saved. I got him saved. But there's this other dude here before I go. You want to debate about it? Prince Cash, you out? Do you want to debate about it? How big of a boy are you? Oh my goodness. Yep, apologies again, Jigs. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna talk about the other dude though. What's his name? Prince Cash. You ain't no Prince. Probably a little boy, but you ain't no Prince. Yeah. Afraid to come up here and talk. Afraid to do it, though. That's all right. But other than that, guys, I got to get going, man. You know how I do. I ain't trolled people in a while, man. It's been good. Yeah, sometimes I do, man. I don't want to. I'm not that I'm off or nothing, Other than that, though, yeah. All you guys, man, it showed up. It showed out. Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, this Tim guy, man. Yeah, man. He ain't making no sense. Guy ain't making no sense at all, though, Jigsaw. This Tim dude is not making no sense, at all. And plus, he is scared to get up here and debate me for real, for real. That's another thing. He ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He can't cite any proof, but just babble. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I would hate to have a channel like that, Oh, there is a channel like that. Oh, yeah, that's right. His name is Santana Jones. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, my goodness. Coyote, how you doing, sir? All right, guys, I'm about to get off on here. We're going to play the Star Spangled Banner and things. So let me go ahead and do that. Look like my other camera was off, but that's okay. I've been meaning to turn it off anyway. Yeah, so we're going to play the Star Spangled Banner, which is sung by Ashley LaRue. Ain't that something? That's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and play that. I'm going to turn the other camera off. Man, it's been really good today, though, man. Sometimes you ain't got to have the 1,000 people in the room all the time, because it gets a little more personable. Man, when I had that stuff going yesterday, sometimes I didn't know who's who. I was trying to keep up, though. I was keeping up pretty good. You know what I'm saying? We had a brand new slew of haters, He said, how are you doing with Anaconda Ruckus? Had said, Janie, you can more welcome come up here and debate me. You ain't got to be scared. Don't be scared. Come on, Cletus. You ain't got to be scared. You can come up over here and talk to me if you want to. We ain't got to go back and forth like this, You can come up here and talk. It's a free country, Janie Perez. Come up here and debate me. Right? Come up here. Yeah. You know damn well she ain't going to come up here. Come up here and debate me. Right? That's what it say, show enough. Y'all remember show enough? Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest? Mofo. Y'all remember Last Dragon? Show enough. Yeah, show enough. Yeah. Yeah, come up here and debate me. I love it showing up. He said, F Trump. Katie, come up here and debate me, Katie. Come up here and debate me. Show enough, come up here and debate me. I sound intimidated as heck, don't I? Oh, I pity a fool. That's Mr. T now, right? Y'all remember that one? Ooh, yeah, you know. Kiss my Converse, fool. Hey, Katie, come up here and debate me. Janie, come up here and debate me. Come up here. Oh, man, boy, I'm strike fear in their heart, too, boy. I tell you, man. Oh, yeah. Come up here, fool. I know the A-Team. I know, right? It's a great show, you know. I pity a fool. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Y'all remember that with Mr. T, Eye of the Tiger? He said, yeah, hell yeah. Oh, my goodness. What you mean? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? Someone, no shit debate. What, dumbass? Katie is upset. Oh, Katie. Oh, Katie. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We got Caroline, Trump, stop all you done. Yeah. Let me see. I'm talking about what's the name, though. What? Oh, my goodness. We got the flag over here from Salty Savage, though, man. Oh, yeah, I'm about to go. I'm just clowning him a little bit before I go. Come up here and debate me. I should do the whole debate with the Mr. T sounding voice, shouldn't I? What you talking about, fool? Talking about this a waste of time. About Trump, dumbass. What you talking about? Trump is the greatest president of all time. Mr. T say so. Mr. T say so. Pity a fool. Oh, man, gosh, man. I pity a fool. Come up here and debate me. Come up here, fool. Ah, man. Yeah. They don't debate, man. All they do is whine and cry, man. We ain't playing their game, man. They some losers, man. I ain't gonna give them the floor. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give them the satisfaction in the floor, man. Because if they really wanted to have the debate, they would have asked me nicely and they would have reached out to me. But they don't reach out to me. They just come in this room all butthurt. Yeah. He get money for this. Stop watching my pockets, fool. User, stop watching my pockets, you fool. Oh, man, I love this, though. This is funny, man. Kiss my Converse, fool. I pity a fool. Just be clowning on him, man. It's just so fun, man. Live and let live. You know? Oh, my goodness, man. I'm all for that. Yeah, pity a fool. I thought so, fool. I thought so. You don't want none of this. I thought so. Go back to your mama, fool. Tony, you're going to have them crying so hard they need about her. I know, right? It's just a funny thing, though, isn't it? Yeah, I know, right? Boy, I told him I was going to do that, man. I can do the whole debate in Mr. T's voice if I have to. Boy, I tell you, man. Clowning on him. Don't let me have to do Stink Meaner. Don't me have to do Boondocks. I can do that one, too. Boy, I can do Boondocks, too. Hold on for a minute. Let me turn this off. Yeah, nigga. What you got to say? What you got to say? Debate me, nigga. Oh, man. Y'all remember Stink Meaner off of Boondocks? My goodness. Oh, man, guys, man. Yeah. How you like that? You got knocked out. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. He said Uncle Ruckus was my favorite. I know, right? Yeah. Uncle Ruckus was good, too, man. I do voiceovers. I just love it, man. I can do them. Ain't nothing wrong with slavery. Ain't nothing wrong with slavery. Yeah, Uncle Ruckus is one of the favorites, man. I like Uncle Ruckus, man. Yeah, Uncle Ruckus is awesome, man. I know, right? Oh, man, Uncle Ruckus, man, and Stink Meaner. Those are my two favorite, right? A Pimp Named Slipback. Oh. I believe I have some merchandise left over here. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the world is centered around money. It sure is. Peace out, Bud Russell. Y'all, peace out. I got to go, man. It's been fun, man. In the sun, you know. And I thank you guys for laughing and having a good time with me, man. It's fun, man. Doing Mr. T, Stink Meaner, you know. I'll be doing more of Uncle Ruckus, you know. It's just fun, though, ain't it? We got mud butter in the house. Yep, it's all good. Yep, I love Stink Meaner, man. Have a nice night at work, Tony. I appreciate it, Jigsaw, man. Sorry about that, but yeah, I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate all of you guys for showing up as well, man. I got to get out of here, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yep, Carol, all of y'all, man. The whole mod squad, man. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, man. Let me get up on out of here. Did I do the Star Spangled Banner? I got to do that. Y'all know how I do. I can't roll out not doing the Star Spangled Banner. God darn it. I'm way behind. What the? Oh, my goodness. Let me go ahead and pull that up, though. It's been all love for you guys, man. Whether you agree or disagree, still love. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and play Star Spangled Banner, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. And I'm out.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes